Dishes to LeBron. Has it outside. Connects from downtown.
You can't leave anyone wide open, let alone a great shooter. Where's the defense?
Tested. The most important game in the series.
I'm not finished, man. Let's keep going.
Man, that's an amazing win on the road, man. That's what the playoffs about, man.
To get to this point, to be able to win a playoff series and close out a team on the road.
Enjoy this one till midnight. They're getting better and better all the time.
Together all the time, man. All the time together. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together.
I love what we was able to accomplish, but consistency is the word that we got to find.
12 more to go. Sacrifice, man.
The second round. And we're underway.
We got to do it together. I got to do my part.
Here we go. Best time of the year. Let's go do this stuff.
Drop 50 on these guys, Jalen. Drop 50, man.
We got to bring the energy. They got to match up. Come on now. Win on three. 1, 2, 3. Win.
They're all the same. Man, you pick.
I want to go in.
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, we know what we got to do tonight, man. Compete on both ends. We got to get back. Stay disciplined. Let's go. Move.
Minnesota now is in another gear. It's Gobert from Shannon.
Mitchell gets Stewart. He'll pull the three and puts it down.
Come on, man. One moment at a time. Make the right decision over and over again.
What a dime! Jalen dime!
Come on, JD.
Go get another one. All right. Come on, man. Good luck the rest of the way. Western Conference Finals. Here we come.
Hey, Donovan, I was going to do this whether we won or whether we lost. We never celebrate you in these things. You don't want that. You don't want the praise. But tonight, you deserve the praise. And you're going home.
We didn't just come here just to do this.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3.
It's the conference finals.
Go! The jump! And an instant classic here in Oklahoma City.
Knicks take game one behind the brilliance of Jalen Brunson.
That was prime time for
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
That's the hardest game I ever played in my life.
We needed every second from everybody. When you compose yourselves,
job.
Among the Knicks faithful who have made their way to
Morgan, see,
Cleveland.
this is what they all coming on the road making that damn racket. See, Morgan, what up?
They travel, man. They travel.
Ali B. Spike's there too.
Yeah. No, Spike is not there.
Yeah, he's there. I talked to him earlier.
Well, I don't see him.
Yes, I told him.
Man, they be making rackets everywhere in New York.
I told him that.
We got a dude in the studio wearing a Knicks jersey. He ain't worn it since 72.
Well, it's actually 73.
73?
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
Every time I look around, it's in my face.
America, let me be clear. If your car breaks down and your plan is to hope it won't cost too much, you're cooked. Done. Sayonara. Hope will not pay the bills. Hope ain't gonna replace your transmission. Hope isn't a defense I've ever heard of. That's why I ride with CarShield, America's most trusted auto protection. I'm talking an elite level defense that helps save drivers money when unexpected car repairs happen. And you know, I love a good defense. All it takes is one call to CarShield, and you could be riding just like me.
Charlie, here. I'm here.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Good, Charlie. Come, sit. Let's go home. Charlie, stop. Charlie, what are you doing? Charlie, will you stop that? Charlie, are you crazy? Silly dog. No more treats for you.
Sorry, where were we?
You crazy dog.
Red Bull gives you wings.
This is basketball's biggest stage, where the lights are the brightest, pressure is at its peak, and the noise is deafening. The clock is ticking, which means one thing: it's time to shine. Welcome to the NBA Finals.
We welcome you back. Here's a video proof of what Shaq was saying and disproving what Chuck was saying. Obviously, Tracy Morgan, yes. And
But
the inimitable.
come on, man. They be coming here on the road with all that damn racket.
He already said where we going to dinner next week. That's crazy.
He sent me the same
He
message.
didn't know he didn't. He said just me and him. He didn't say you was joining.
So it wasn't the same message.
It wasn't the same message.
So this has been, I think it's been really fun to include Scoop D'Agostino in our proceedings here during the playoffs, like on a nightly basis.
Not really. No, it's been fun.
This we could call not this date in history. It is the same week in history, but we're going back to 1997, and it does involve the guy on the far left.
Uh-oh.
Mr. and Mrs. North and South America and all the ships at sea, let's go to press. May 29, 1997, the kid from Gonzaga delivers a dagger. For years, John Stockton and Karl Malone went together like spaghetti and meatballs. Stockton and Malone, lulling teams to sleep on the pick and roll. Lapping the league in all-time assists, Stockton was usually the disher, never the swisher. But he got his chance to shine in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals against the Chucksters Houston Rockets. Tied at 100, less than 3 seconds to go, the pass came to John. But enough from me. Let's hear from the late, great, humble Greg Gumbel.
Stockton, open three. Good! John Stockton sends the Utah Jazz to the NBA Finals.
Looking like he just won the Showcase Showdown, Stockton, in his 13th year in the league, finally shot his way to the NBA Finals. And although he and Malone couldn't push Michael from the throne, they took the Jazz somewhere they had never before gone. As always, we're giving you the scoops on hoops right here on Great Moments in Playoff History.
Only Scoop could come up with celebrating like he just won the Showcase Showdown.
Switch,
And
dummy.
Why you ain't switched that? When Karl Malone did it, that was an illegal pick.
Oh,
You know you're supposed to switch everything.
It was in no man's land.
Thank you.
Don't even
Thank
try
you.
to
Switch everything, right? I was in no man's land, but Karl Malone said an illegal pick. Right, Danny Crawford, Joey Crawford, Derek Stafford call it a legal pick. Oh, you remember the three refs at the same time? Look at Karl Malone. Look at Karl Malone. Look at that. Look at Karl Malone. Look at that. He's hugging him over there. He's hugging him.
Chuck, when did you know that ball was going down? Before he released it?
Yep.
When he was wide open, I knew it was going down. I know. I was hoping he missed it, obviously. I got respect.
But there's a feeling sometimes with, I'm late. He's getting this thing up.
You knew, Ernie.
No, I never think that. I always think you're going to win, brother. Yeah, until it went in. But hey, Ray, feel free to call the foul, Derek.
That was not a foul.
It was. He's holding that dude.
All you have to do is switch, bro.
Yeah, switch.
Yeah, you can't hold people like that.
Karl Malone's not going to shoot the three.
Last 3 seconds.
But they didn't need a three.
Yeah, but they took the three to win the game.
I had to
switch.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at Karl Malone holding. If that ain't a moving pick, that's not a moving pick.
What did it have to do with you?
I couldn't lead Karl Malone.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lead Karl Malone.
You didn't have to because he didn't just switch the Jazz.
Nice pick, Karl.
A mere 29 years ago, and Chuck
I'm still bitter.
screaming for a call.
Joey Crawford.
Hey, here are your warm-ups
Javi.
presented by McDonald's. Josh Hartman. A lot of Knicks have contributed in the course of this series. Let's see if Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs can stay alive down 3-0.
Moderate to severe eczema with that unbearable itch. When it's uncontrolled...
High pressure. This is what we call must-see.
Stream Clash in Italy Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
How exactly does jumping off a cliff help make me a demigod?
You're an NBA champion, and you're afraid of a little cliff.
Kinda.
Take Maui's magical hook and follow your heart. You trust me?
Yeah.
Good to hear. Just think of an animal. Oh, I love that look on you. Greek freak.
is presented by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
One a day 50 plus multivitamins are formulated for your overall health with nutrients to support brain and muscle function. So you're not just setting the pace, you're one step ahead.
Next time, slow down.
One a day 50 plus, the one for you.
You know the name. Now meet the legend.
We're saved.
It seems the prince has returned.
How does it feel to be the mighty warrior?
Pretty great. Masters of the Universe, rated PG-13, only in theaters June 5th.
Running your first 5K? Hard. His first day behind the wheel? A little bumpy. Choosing a name for your first? Not easy. Progressive understands first times can be challenging. It's why we created the Up Payment Program. Down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. Because first times are easier with a little help. Learn more at progressive.com/openthehouse.
Western Conference Final. Stay cool. The Avalanche want to come all the way back. The Golden Knights are one step away from the final. Game 4 is all in. Western Conference Final, Tuesday on ESPN and the ESPN app. Force Factor Creatine Gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine Gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Rush to Walmart and get Force Factor Creatine Gummies today.
What's the secret to peak health? Going micro with Noom. Micro habits, micro wins, even microdose GLP-1s.
I can lose up to 11 pounds in 30 days? Heck yeah!
Now starting at just $79.
You're told to optimize, to hack. There's always a promise of a better you. But what if you were never meant to be fixed? Your biology knows how to thrive. It just needs a reminder. Armor Colostrum reawakens that brilliance. 400 nutrients, 4 seconds, 1 daily revival. This time, remember what you're made of.
Welcome back to NBA Tip-Off. Karl Anthony Towns in this postseason averaging 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Which leads me to a trivia question I will ask you, Muggs, as soon as we hear from Kat with Malika Andrews.
Ernie, thank you. Karl, the last 2 times you all have been in this position with a chance to close out a series, you won by 51 points and you won by 30. Can you take me inside the mentality, the focus of these teams in this situation?
I mean, just to be hungry. You know, we got to continue to be hungry, continue to be desperate. I always talk about every game is game 1. We got to have that game 1 desperation every single game we step out there, especially in a game like tonight, a game that could end their season. You know, we have to even step it up another notch.
You told me before this series began that you all haven't even let yourself start to think about winning a title, winning it all. How much more important is that focus, but how much more difficult is that focus on a game like tonight?
I mean, it's vital. It's vital in a playoff run. You never get settled. You never get content. You know, we got to continue to, like I always say, every game has to be game 1 of a playoff series. We got to come out with that desperation, that intensity, and that discipline.
Let's talk a little bit of X's and O's before you go. You've been tasked with being the primary defender on Evan Mobley. With you on him, he had 4 of his 5 turnovers last game. What do you charge yourself with defensively?
Just accountability. You know, my teammates trust me to go guard him. He's one of the premier big men in the league, and you know, I want to go out there and make it as difficult as possible for him. Especially my teammates trusting me with that assignment. I want to take it personally.
There's a lot of Knicks fans in the building tonight already.
I expect nothing less from our fans.
Kat, appreciate the time. Thank you very much. Ernie?
All right, Malika, there have been 100 best-of-7 sweeps all time. New York trying to make it 101. And now the trivia question. If Karl Anthony Towns is able to maintain that assist average of 6 or more per game throughout the playoffs, who would he join as far as 7-footers who averaged at least 6 assists in a postseason?
Bill Walton.
There's 2 of them.
Bill Walton.
No.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain and not you.
Oh, wait. No, he didn't. Dream was at like 5, 4.5.
David Robinson. Nope.
No, Dave Robinson wasn't a passer. Brad Daugherty?
No.
Okay.
Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Well, now Pau was a forward though. Oh, 7-footer.
7-footers. That was the caveat.
Listen to the whole question, fool. I did, fool. That's why I got one answer right. You ain't getting none.
We're coming back in just a second as you watch NBA tip-off presented by AT&T here on ESPN.
Today, NBA stars aren't just all-stars. New types of stars emerge every night, and DraftKings is the best way to bet on whoever shines next. We're talking building block stars. The less run-it-back stars. Even stars yet to be defined. You can bet them all on DraftKings. All customers score a fresh NBA profit boost every game day of the playoffs. The crown is yours.
The magic never leaves you when you stay with the Disney Resorts Collection. It's up early, giving you extra time in any of the 4 theme parks every day, and welcomes you back to even more magical moments. Start saving today.
She's still up. I found an apartment.
It's a lot closer.
You got the love. You got the love. You got the love.
A toasty bite and a juicy slurp. A combination as old as time. New toasted snack rolls at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Eat some good.
Sometimes the waves are calling your name. Other times, you think the waves are calling your name, but actually, it's the kids. This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
Bro, look at it. Did you see that? Should we tell him? So bad. Oh my gosh. So funny.
Do not listen to that.
Thank you, man.
I know how it feels.
Ooh, that new Cologuard Plus test.
10 out of 10.
Now I detect 95% of colon cancers, similar to colonoscopy.
Somebody's been working on himself.
Girl, those blue arms say I got you.
The square jaw says trust me.
And the free return label says, I'm going places.
The Cologuard Plus test. Non-invasive, no prep, and better than ever. For people 45 plus at average risk, it's the box that checks all the boxes for screening. False positive and negative results may occur, not for those at high risk. Ask your provider or request Cologuard Plus online.
NBA Courtside is presented by Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, just 29 calories.
Much thanks to the fine folks at Michelob Ultra for sponsoring NBA Courtside as we get set for the tip in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes.
And before we have our final comments, we do have a this date in history, and it does involve a New York Knicks. And it comes your way from 1993. This is one of the great in-action dunks you will see.
Yes, John Starks dunking. Ooh, this is incredible. On Horace Grant.
Come on, Horace.
Michael was late.
Yeah.
Come on, Horace. Mike was late.
Kenny, it's very hard to say, well, that ranks number one, but you don't see much better under the circumstances.
Well, it's the gravity of the moment. The dunks are the gravity of the moment. And this was, obviously playing against the champs. And I tell people, Horace Grant was probably one of the best players I've played against who never gets enough credit and respect. He was fantastic.
What made him special?
His arm length. He was a good scorer, but his arm length defensively, because when you have Michael, Scott, and Horace out there, your pass has to be perfect.
Yeah, they had to be perfect.
Or like
Because you're honestly, Ernie, right? If they all did this, they could probably go from inline to inline.
Yes.
Right? You know what I mean?
And it's hard to make perfect passes, Ernie, when you're getting doubles. But Horace, he was always underrated in my opinion.
Series like that too, you didn't have to manufacture anything going in because it was the Knicks and it was the Bulls. And man,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I am pumped. This is the first year we've ever did the finals.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to
we're gonna go where?
New York City.
But Cleveland, they still saying they're gonna win this game. They believe.
My house against your house. I give you the Cavs.
I'll pass. I need a place to stay tonight.
I can stay at my guest house.
Oh, that's okay.
What would Cleveland have to do tonight to send this thing back for a game 5?
Like Donovan say, hit shots. They got to play with effort. They got to play with heart. They got to play with energy. I think history is against them. You know, you got two guys that usually, when it comes time to step up for games, they have not traditionally stepped up throughout their careers. You know, last 2 series they did okay, but history is against them, and I don't think they have what it takes. I'm still upset about, I think it was 2 minutes left in the last game where Brunson just got a layup and the whole team just stopped. So that just shows me that they've given up.
The last team I can remember getting back to at least a Game 7 was the Denver Nuggets against, I believe, the Utah Jazz. They got it to a Game 7. But there was some energy and effort that I saw that you weren't surprised. I would be surprised if they were able to beat the Knicks even one game now. I would be really surprised because the way the game plan is not working. And they're playing the things that they do the best, the Knicks are choking off. And so I would be surprised if they even win one.
And to Malika's point earlier when she was talking to Kat, talking about what they've done in closeout games.
Well, the Knicks are playing fantastic. But the problem the Cavs got, number one, the Knicks are just better. But so this series was lost in Game 1. What I mean by that is they let Brunson win Game 1. Then they let Bridges go, OG go, because that's like, we're going to take it out of his hands. Now, they were getting them same wide open jumpers they started making. Now everybody's feeling confident. This is a wrap. 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
The Cavs have not lost 4 straight games all season
1, 2, 3, Cancun.
But if they do tonight, the season is
Why
over.
you bring me into that?
And the New York Knicks
I'll
would
give you the
advance
Cavs tonight.
to the NBA Finals. Game 4 straight ahead. Knicks and Cavs. Mike Green, Richard Jefferson, Tim Legler, and Lisa Salters have it covered.
I'm here with your NBA playoff preview, and we've got so many fun ways to get in on the action for the game. A race to 10 bet is fire right now from the opening tip. First team to 10 points, boom! You're sweating. Feeling bold? Combine your bets into a same-game parlay to go for a bigger payout. DraftKings is your home for the NBA playoffs, and new customers can get this exclusive offer. Download the app and use the promo code when you sign up. The crown is yours.
Eczema isn't fair, and it isn't your fault. But with Ebglyss, people with moderate to severe eczema can have real results. Like skin that's still more clear at 1 year.
Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Ask your doctor about once monthly Ebglyss.
This is basketball's biggest stage, where the lights are the brightest, pressure is at its peak, and the noise is deafening. The clock is ticking, which means one thing: it's time to shine. Welcome to the NBA Finals.
Force Factor Creatine Gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine Gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Rush to Walmart and get Force Factor Creatine Gummies today.
Firehouse Subs has reimagined the steak and cheese. Introducing the Steak and Cheese Melt. Flame-seared prime rib meets melty provolone. Top sliced, toasted twice and extra melty. Because firefighters do things the right way. The Steak and Cheese Melt, only at Firehouse Subs.
This is the story of the one who knows half-baked preparation can bring the workday to a standstill. That's why she relies on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery. Call, click, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get started on a GLP-1 program for just $79 with Noom. That's GLP-1s and a personalized weight loss plan.
It's not just the medication. It is really a very comprehensive program.
GLP-1s to kickstart your weight loss, Noom to make it last. Get started now for $79.
We welcome you once again to Cleveland, Ohio. And on this Memorial Day, we remember all the men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country. And tonight at Rocket Arena, Cavs and Knicks will play Game 4. Can the Knicks complete the sweep? Can the Cavs keep their season alive? Mikal Bridges, his all-around game in the series been inspiring to his teammates. And himself, James Harden will need to inspire his teammates after 3 disappointing losses, and now his team is facing elimination. Knickerbockers and Cavaliers, as we welcome you to the Eastern Conference Finals, and it's presented by Duncan. Spurs last night, a huge bounce-back victory to even up the Western Conference Finals. Cavaliers in search for a bounce-back victory here tonight. And good evening, everyone. Along with Richard Jefferson and Tim Legler, Mike Breen on hand, Lisa Salters-Willis as well. Over the past month, we have watched a playoff juggernaut. The New York Knicks have won 10 in a row. It's one of the great runs in NBA playoff history. And tonight they have a chance to clinch a finals berth for the first time in 27 years. Now, Richard, when you win 10 in a row, a lot goes right. And the offense has been humming. But you've been really impressed with the defense.
I have been so impressed with this defense. You always want to have a top 10 offense, a top 10 defense. Well, both of their categories are hovering around number 1 or number 2 in every major category. It's because of the secondary help that they're getting on every defensive play. And it's leading to offensive advantages for this Knicks team. They don't get back on defense. Look at what the Cavs had. They have to deal with 3 Knicks players on every second possession. Then here, OG Anunoby makes the plays. Now watch the Cavs. They don't get back on defense, and OG Anunoby is able to get an easy bucket. So they are getting contributions on the offensive end and on the defensive end at an elite level. All 3 of those categories, they are the best in the NBA currently.
Impressive numbers there. Time for tonight's star performance brought to you by Aura Ring. They want the Cavs' legs. They're in the hole. No NBA team wants to be in down 0-3. So for them to get 1 win, you believe their star needs to lead them.
Well, Mike, they need to be better in several areas, but I think they need a breakout performance from Donovan Mitchell. He's been very good at times in this series, but he hasn't had that breakout, go-off type of game that can keep his team in it offensively, particularly against a defense playing this well. He's the guy you look to be able to get his shot when he wants to, and if he shoots efficiently from the field, it gives the Cavs that offensive boost they're going to need. Again, you take a look at the numbers for the 2 stars, not dramatically lower than the regular season numbers, but not enough to beat this Knicks team.
Well, the Cavaliers with a monumental task, but just need 1 victory tonight to keep their season going. Knicks, meanwhile, looking to finish them off with a sweep this evening. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Starting lineups and opening tip is coming up.
NBA Eastern Conference Finals are presented by Dunkin'. Win your morning tip-off with coffee and breakfast at Dunkin'. And in part by Google. And Backrooms in theaters everywhere May 29th. Get tickets. Rated R.
Go for the win. Look at the determination on his face.
I just flipped the switch.
I don't know nobody else that's doing this. Don't never stop.
Man, I'm loving this new Palisade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I drive, I feel like I'm in a movie now.
Oh!
Wow, that's an entrance.
Is she okay?
Oh, yeah, they always are.
John, these motorcyclists look upset. Stop.
Yeah, they didn't.
I could do this all day.
The all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Epic style meets epic capability.
All right, you're all set.
Thanks, Ted.
Oh, check it out.
Oh, man. I think he's gonna do it. This might be a good moment to share. Ma, you seeing this?
Hey, baby, I'm here. Is he gonna dunk it?
No way.
When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T. Bro, no charge call?
Your defense is trash, Ted.
Get home internet from AT&T. Now available across the nation.
Recipe for a fun night? Spam musubi. With a side of friends. Sizzle, pork, and
Yap like you've never yapped before. With all new refreshers and crafted sodas. Now at McDonald's.
Did you know taking Zysol at night relieves allergies while you sleep? So you wake refreshed for a more productive day. Get 24-hour continuous relief that does not fade. Be wise all, take Zysol at night.
Christmas Day 1987, a young LeBron was gifted a basketball, a hoop, and a dream. From day one, he worked until he became the chosen one. But what if his skills were never seen? No championship for the land, no A&R Bron, no model for generational change. That's why the LeBron James Family Foundation is partnering with Indeed, because everyone's skills deserve to be seen. No matter the person, just one opportunity can help the world work better.
Modelo tastes good, but that post-double shift Modelo, that yard work's done Modelo, or that finally off your feet Modelo. The one you earned is just better. That Modelo is the mark of a fighter.
The playoffs are more difficult every step of the way. That's their whole point.
They've beaten us 3 times. I don't feel like we're overmatched. I think we just have to find a way.
Your back is against the wall and your whole season is on the line. Is there an extra fight that we have to give? Absolutely.
After the challenge of 82 games, you face the league's best team. That's exhausting, stressful, emotional.
Your heart wanting to beat out to 12.
You got to come out with that same desperation, that energy, that intensity, that passion.
Every series is different. Every team is different.
Puts it in! The Brunson burner has been lit. The Knicks are now 1 win away from their first finals in 27 years.
You know what the situation is. You don't want to give up ever.
Closing in or fighting to stay alive.
It's on us. 1 game at a time.
That next difficult step awaits.
Here in Cleveland, Ohio, the Cavs want to make sure this is not their final game of the season. Knicks want to make sure they advance. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Modelo. Let's go to Cavs PA announcer, Sean Pebbles.
It's now time to meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knicks, led by their head coach, Mike Brown. A 6'2" guard, number 11, Jalen Brunson. A 6'6" guard, number 25, Mikal Bridges. A 6'7" forward, number 8, OG Anunoby. A 6'4" forward, number 3, Josh Hart. And a 7-foot center, number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. 2016 NBA champion, Matthew Dellavedova! It's time to let them know. It's time to be the starting lineup for your Cleveland Cavaliers. First, the guard. He's from Arizona State. Numero uno, James Harden. The other guard. He's from Louisville. Number 45, Spider. Donovan Mitchell. Now we have the forward. He's from DePaul. Number 2, Max Drew. The other forward, he's from USC. Number 4, Evan Mobley. The man in the middle, he's from Texas. Number 31, Jared Allen. Your Cavaliers are led by head coach Kenny Atkinson. Cavalier fans, it's time to let them know. Make some noise for your Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, will the Knicks come out with a killer instinct and try and finish it tonight? Will the Cavs have the fire and desperation to get this series to go back to New York? With more on that, we check in for the first time with Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Michael. Kenny Atkinson said he started yesterday's film session with a simple question for his players. Why do they still believe? And he said he told them, hey, keep it real, no fluff, just facts. And if you don't believe, he told them you can go out of the meeting. He said everyone stayed and they all had great answers, honest answers, like they believe because they've responded before in these playoffs when their backs were against the wall, or because they've had success against the Knicks. We're up 22 in game 1. So according to Atkinson, these Cavs are not going to quit. He said they know that winning the next 4 has to start with winning this one tonight. As for the Knicks, they're a game away from advancing to the finals for the first time in 27 years, but they're saying now is not the time to be getting excited. They want to go into this game tonight with the same mentality, with the desperation, like the series is 0-0. Cat said elimination games are the toughest because they end someone's season. We can't just meet the moment, Cat said. We have to exceed it. Mike?
Well, on that note, Lisa, let's listen to Mike Brown before tonight's game 4.
There's a level of desperation that group has that it's going to be on display tonight. I can't manufacture that. We have to understand that it's coming. Every round, every opponent is different. It's coming tonight, man. We have to hit first, we have to hit second, we have to hit third, we have to hit last. We have to do it for 48 minutes. We can't give them any hope. And it starts with the first play.
All right, here's where I'm required by law to say that NBA teams trailing 3-0 in a series are 0-163. Now that we have that out of the way, we have a lineup change. Max Strus getting into the starting lineup. Richard, your thoughts on that?
I like it. Max Strus has been one of the guys that you could point to that has played with consistent effort and energy and motivation. His shot hasn't always fallen, but you have never questioned the effort part.
And then Mobley goes inside against Towns, banks it home. First shot of the night goes to the Cavaliers.
It's a great sign. He has started that way in the previous games in this series. Can he maintain the aggressiveness? That's what we're looking for out of Evan Mobley.
OG Anunoby kicks it out. Josh Hart. Strus playing off him. Brunson guarded by Harden. Crossover. Finds Hart cutting to the basket. Pass deflected and stolen. Allen got a piece of it. Here's Strus. He has started 3 other games in these playoffs. And Donovan Mitchell knocks down the 3.
And people have to understand that this Cavs team has won 2 Game 7s. They've played winner-go-home games before, and they've come out playing their best basketball.
Bridges misses. Allen the rebound. Game 7 against Toronto. Game 7 in Detroit. 2 impressive victories as it went out of bounds. But clearly this elimination game's a little different scenario because they got a long way to go, but they can't think that right now. They've just got to think about tonight. Mitchell now picks up Brunson. The Knicks offense has been putting up some historic numbers, especially that time. Mikal Bridges knocks down his second shot and his first field goal.
He's been so good off the ball the entire postseason. He's so good at finding those pockets, and it feels like when he gets a shot in his range, he does not miss.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. Cavs have it. 14 on the shot clock.
This is Mikal Bridges. Just, you can see right here, that's just not awareness on the weak side. Everybody's staring at the basketball. He sees that open window in the middle of the lane, takes up that space.
Knicks have won 5 consecutive road games, all by double figures. It's one of the more impressive parts of their 10-game winning streak. Donovan Mitchell! What a start. That one from long distance.
And that's what they need. They want to see Donovan Mitchell get going early. But also, when you look at this Cavs defense, they got to avoid these turnovers. That was one of the things that hurt them in the last game.
Brunson isolated with James Harden. Jarrett Allen is lurking. Hart, his three-pointer. And the Knicks get their first three-pointer of the night. They have been shooting some sensational throughout this entire playoffs. Mitchell tries again. In and out. That one halfway down as Towns gets the rebound.
I love the start by Mitchell. Sometimes as a great player, you've got to dip your toe in the water immediately and see if you're hot rather than feel the game.
And Anunoby can't get it. He looks like he's dove into the water, not just dipping his toes in.
That water feels nice right now.
Mitchell kicks it out. Strus lines up his three-pointer. Can't get that to go. And Towns with another rebound. Alley up to Bridges inside. Oh, he barely had it on his fingertips and banks it home. What a pass from Josh Hart.
But that was one of the things we showed in the open. The Cavs not getting back on defense. You have to get back and get your defense set. Being a next man, as Donovan Mitchell makes a layup, being the guy close to your defender is not enough. You got to get back and get your defense set.
Anunoby trying to set a screen. Mobley is on Brunson. Knicks offense a little stagnant as Brunson goes against Hart. Gets inside, scoop layup off the glass. He has mastered that shot.
Well, they don't seem to be as concerned about switching. They're switching here early on Brunson, and again, he got the Harden matchup that he wanted.
Harden comes up well short on his three. Hart releases. There it is again. Bridges fouled. Mitchell would not let him get the basket. He's looking over for a possible challenge as Bridges fell down. We saw that time and time again in Game 3, as you guys mentioned.
Yeah, it was 17-0 fast break points at one point in time. Now, is this Josh Hart's responsibility? Or, excuse me, is this James Harden's responsibility? No, he's the guy that shoots the ball. His teammates have to get back. But if you had 17-0 last game, it's got to be a priority in the first quarter.
RJ, the reason it's so important right now is you have a team that is playing with a rhythm offensively. It's something that Cleveland has not experienced all year trying to defend. You can't give them something easy without making them at least work in the half court.
Look at those absurd numbers in the last 9 games. 69%, again, after the slow start. It's been one of the most remarkable in postseason turnarounds by an individual player that we've ever seen. The prior game before this start, he was scoreless with 4 turnovers in 21 minutes.
I don't think we give enough credit to Mike Brown. Mikal Bridges came up in the Phoenix system. Ball movement, Chris Paul creating shots. And then when they switched it to have Karl-Anthony Towns be more of a playmaker, that helped Bridges so much.
Harden struggles a bit with the dribble, gets it back to Mobley. Mobley gets inside. Nice feed, shot blocked inside. Towns got a piece. There comes Hart the other way. Hart, Bridges, three-pointer. And Mobley grabs the rebound.
surprised right now. Anytime he misses a shot, goes up. He thought he was going to get the friendly roll. That's a great defensive play by Karl Anthony Towns on the last possession.
Kicks it back out for Mobley, and Mobley knocks down the three. Well, they have struggled shooting three in these conference finals, but off to a good start here in Game 4. Bridges, Strus putting some pressure on him. Strus, an excellent defensive player. Brunson tries, fires away. That won't go. Josh Hart the rebound out to Towns. Towns is wide open and knocks down the three. No, second three-pointer for the Knicks. Cavs 3 of 6 so far from three-point range again. They're only 29% from that distance through the first 3 games. Mitchell finds some room, gets in the paint, floater. Won't go but a foul. Boy, he is in attack mode.
As he should be when you are one of those key players. Sometimes you want to set the tone, get your teammates involved because you know you can always get yourself going. In an elimination game, you want to put your best attack forward.
So Mitchell said, I don't feel like we've been overmatched, but it's on us. And he said, we just have the opportunity, get Game 4, and we'll go from there. He got hit down this end. They watch inside from behind. Bridges knocked him down. Mitchell very active early already with 9 points. Now we haven't even played 5 minutes.
And Mike, they've got 3 made threes already. This has been an enormous problem in the first halves in particular of games. So off to a much better start tonight from the perimeter. Donovan Mitchell got him going.
In Game 3, the Cavs were down by 10 after the first quarter. Knicks scored 37 points in that opening quarter the other night.
Got a zone here. Cavs are zoning up. Different look. They have not gone to this much at all in this series.
Brunson comes up short. Harden with the rebound. Kenny Atkinson said they're going to try some different things, mix it up a little bit. As Strus almost threw it away. Mitchell fires up another three. And that one an air ball, but Mobley right there cleans it up and throws it down. A couple of buckets from Mobley, and the Cavs back up by 3. Well, in terms of looking, at least for the opening minutes, with desperation and hunger, the Cavs have that.
Oh, the Cavs have it. This is almost what you were expecting last game from the Cavs, to come out with intensity.
Back in the 1-2-2 again with Mobley at the top to give him some length in the area that Brunson likes.
Towns the offensive rebound, goes inside, wild shot. Mobley trying to get it. Mitchell comes away, looks to push. Mitchell goes at Brunson, sidestep, kicks it out to Strus. Harden the three. Anunoby, nice feed inside, and Towns with the flush. And Kenny Atkinson calls a timeout. Again, you see it time and time again. The Knicks, either after makes, misses, they're looking to push every time.
Oh, they are. They're looking to push every single time. And we've talked about it multiple times already. The Cavs got to get back because the Knicks will make you pay. Cavs with a 1-point lead.
DraftKings is proud to support veterans in what comes next.
The support that DraftKings brings changes the lives of my veteran brothers and sisters.
With our partners, DraftKings Serves provides veterans with opportunities for career development and mentorship in life beyond service. And you can help those who've served too. DraftKings will donate up to $100,000 to Vets in Tech, contributing $5 for every entry in our free-to-play pool. Visit DraftKings.com/veterans and play free. Each entry makes a difference. The crown is yours.
Popeye's wraps are back. That crunchy tender with pickles, lettuce, and cheese, all wrapped in our buttermilk tortilla and bursting with bold Louisiana flavor for just $3.99. Pick them up today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
T-Mobile has the best network. That's why there's no better place to get iPhone 17 Pro on them. Hold on. We should have music. You gotta feel it. I should dance.
This is big. At T-Mobile, get the incredible iPhone 17 Pro on us.
Home, auto, State Farm is there to assist.
Kind of a big assist guy myself.
Oh, yo.
Assist off?
Assist off.
Sequence.
Yeah. With State Farm, you can file a claim right on the app. Yeah, State Farm can help you get this covered.
Nice. Fam, did you just assist my assist? I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Meet Max Out. He's a credit wrecker. He doesn't know that using his full line of credit can lower his score. Don't be like Max Out. Learn how to avoid the wreckers at creditwreckers.com. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
Introducing Gatorade Lower Sugar. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, and 75% less sugar. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Hydrates better than water.
I found a place. It's massive in there. Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up!
Are you ready to step through?
Backrooms, rated R.
The original. The first. A light beer brewed to taste like beer. There's nothing like it. Legendary taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time.
Let's check out who's pressure tested, brought to you by Nissan. The Knicks have been talking all series, all throughout these playoffs, really, about how they want to be the more desperate team in every game. And Mike Brown said that in order to help create that appropriate desperation, he had his video guys put together a short film that he showed to his team before game one of this series, showing guys what they looked like after they lost to Indiana last year in the Eastern Conference Finals. Not just the score at the end of the game, but showing the picture of Jalen's face, of Karl Anthony Towns' face, of them shaking hands with the Indiana players, of the Pacers celebrating. And Mike Brown said he showed the film and then asked a few of the guys, how did you feel in that moment? Just to remind them of what that felt like to come up short. Mike?
That's a heck of a reminder. Haven't heard anything done quite like that, and I think that's a great visual as you want to remember how you felt the disappointment and make sure you bring the appropriate level of intensity.
You see Wade in the game. Wade normally starts, but coming off the bench. Stu started tonight. Sam Merrill out there for the first time tonight. Brunson one-on-one. Nice duck under. Shot blocked by Wade. Still Nick Paul with 9 to shoot.
And that was elite defense there by Wade. He handles the first bit, then he takes the post up, and that's one of the things. Higher Cavs team. He was deep in the corner, but because he knows that the Cavs aren't getting back, he is going full speed.
RJ, every team you ever played on that were great defensive transition teams, you talk about the first 2 or 3 strides when you transition. You're in sprinter's position. your head is down and you're immediately making sure you're crossing half court with as much speed as you can to get ahead of the basketball. The Cavs are not doing that right now when that ball comes off the rim.
Tyson up top the way. Jalen Tyson checks in for the first time. Harden against Karl Anthony Towns. Shot clock's at 5. Shake and bake. Now drives and draws the foul. There's the clever James Harden. He's been doing that for 17 years. And he'll shoot some free throws.
That's one of the advantages of being that left-handed shooter. You start driving right, and you raise up with your left hand. If a defender has their hand on your hip, it is an automatic foul.
So Harden, in his 5th conference final, still searching for his first NBA title. This is actually only his 44th game regular season and playoffs with the Cavs. Obviously acquired mid-season. As we remind you, tonight's upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by Mazda. All games 8 Eastern in this series, and if necessary, they'll head back to New York. Game 5 Wednesday at Madison Square Garden on ESPN. Meanwhile, Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns in there at the same time. Deuce McBride, his first minutes for the Knicks. Harden hits a pair of free throws. It's going to be big for Cleveland. They have not shot well from the free throw line in the first 3 games in this series. Just 68%. Knicks have a 4-point lead. Sam Merrill. Good ball denial. Now gets out into Bridges. Bridges drives alley-oop, and Robinson with the two-handed slam.
And for Mikal Bridges, you don't see him make a lot of plays out of ball screen that end in lobs, but he took advantage of what was there. No resistance on Mitchell Robinson. Perfect delivery.
Bridges gets called for a foul, a little over-aggressive on his ball denial, his first.
This is nice right here. You don't see him operate in this way. He's trying to get downhill, thinking maybe he can get to that little lean back, but instead he sees that Mitchell Robinson is running to the front of the rim, and the weak side did not sink in time.
Got some real lob threats on both these teams. Robinson, of course, Allen and Mobley for the Cavs. Wade hands it off. McBride trying to chase Harden. Merrill couldn't get the screen right. Shot clock at 5. Harden pulls back. Shot clock at 3. Fires a 3. It's good. First three-pointer for Harden. He was 0 for 3. And it's back to a 3-point game.
Tough right there by Harden. He knew that McBride, not quite big enough to get up there on that contest, set him up for that step back.
Brunson drives on Donovan Mitchell. Goes the corner. Bridges corner 3. In and out. Merrill had it. Lost it. Ball picked up by Tyson. Tyson, a very aggressive player, barrels in. And an offensive foul. Jalen Brunson, who led the NBA in the regular season in charges drawn, takes a shot, but gets his team a possession.
Again, you got to understand who Brunson is, what he does. Now, if you're a young player like Tyson, you want to play impactful. You want to make a good play. But sometimes it's smart. Take it out, live, and fight for the other day.
He calls himself a below-the-rim rim protector with that move.
That's a legitimate thing. When you get small players that are always taking charges, it is one of the more frustrating things for slashers and attackers.
Tyson, a good active defender on McBride. Wade against Brunson. Josh Hart. Thought about a 3. Back to McBride. Fires up the 3. That's good. You can even hear the Deuce here on the road. The Knicks fans, that's his name. Miles McBride's nickname is Deuce. As Mobley gets it, corner to Merrill. Sidestep. Merrill tries a 3-pointer. Got it. And that's huge for the Cavaliers.
He needed that. And that is a shot that he loves. He loves that pump fake reload going to his left. He's missed a number of those in this series. As again, Mitchell Robinson, same action, right to the front of the rim after a brush screen. Weak side's got to be more alert on that. Nice job by the Knicks taking advantage.
Robinson's become a great finisher. Speaking of great finishers, Donovan Mitchell continues his hot start. 12 points already for Mitchell. Brunson searching for an opening. Gets inside, kicks it out in the corner. Landry Shamet, he's been red hot, and that continues. Shamet off the bench has been superb. He's now hit 14 of his last 18 three-pointers in the playoffs. Mobley. What a shot from Mobley. Couldn't get it to fall. Tyson almost able to tip it in. Brunson fires a 3. It's good. He has not shot the 3 ball well.
in these conference finals, but he gives them a 9-point lead.
By far, the best these two teams have shot it from the three in the first quarter in this series.
Dyson misses. Ball knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by Mitchell Robinson. And we're going to have a timeout. The three-point ball is falling. Knicks are 6 for 12. Cavs 5 for 14.
Knicks already getting the best of both worlds. We've seen the perimeter shooting. We've also seen the rim attack. Jalen Brunson feeling it, trying to close this out.
Zevo is 5 times more attractive to flies, working 24/7 to kill 99.9% of bugs trapped, with no odor and no mess. We got a Zevo!
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you value what we value, and you should pay what we pay.
Rated everyone 10 and up.
At Wingstop, it's all about flavor. Cooked fresh, made to order. Every bite hits different. And the ranch, you already know, Wingstop is here.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions, so try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
There's news. And there's good news. Like thousands of patients receiving free, life-changing surgeries from volunteer doctors and nurses on hospital ships. All made possible by kindness. We love good news.
It's fun for me to win on the course, but it's even more fun to win on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions, so try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
Time now to check out who's putting in the work. Brought to you by Microsoft 365 with Copilot.
Now watch this pick and roll. Tyson has to be in there. You can't go there to meet him. You've got to be there to receive him. And that's the mistake, because when that ball's in the air, it's too late. Now watch Dean Wade. Dean Wade's already starts to make his move for the rotation. So when you look at Tyson, he's got to be there and then trust that his teammate on the backside is going to be ready.
Merrill, pass deflected. Mobley gets it back. Layup won't go. Fight for the rebound. Brunson comes out of the back. Now you see it's a 10-point lead. The James Harden 3 has been changed to a 2. Brunson looking. Good defense from Merrill. McBride to Hart. Hart left open. Fake drive, pulls back. Baseline jumper for Hart. Won't go. Robinson tips it up and in. That was some angle when he got that to go off the glass.
It's tough once he gets in there. You're not going to displace him. You've got to meet him earlier and keep him out of that position. He is too big once he's inside.
Donovan Mitchell can't get it. Robinson the rebound. Hart looks to push.
Off to the races again.
27 seconds left here in the first. Knicks a double-figure lead again in the first quarter, like game 3. Brunson against Mitchell. Shot clock winding down. The runner off the glass, can't get it. Mitchell Robinson knocks one off the glass again. He is just a beast on the boards.
I'm going 1-4 flat. If I'm Donovan Mitchell, I don't even want the screen. Just operate, get to your space for the shot.
Mitchell fires away to 3. Can't get it. Wade has it. And the first quarter comes to an end. Knicks fell behind by 6 in the opening couple of minutes. An 18-point turnaround. They're shooting 56% from the field, including 6 of 12 from 3. When the Knicks have had a chance to close out, they not only have closed out, they have dominated. First quarter complete here at Rocket Arena. Knicks up a dozen in game 4.
All new drinks are here, from crafted sodas to refreshers. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all now at McDonald's.
Did we really need one of the most iconic directors to film a simple pour?
Huh?
Of course we did. We are Patron. When we do things, we do them right. No shortcuts. Just perfect. And did Guillermo need to bring his crew of skeletons? Of course he did. Like us, he never compromises. Patron. Simply perfect.
And since you bundled home and auto with 24/7 protection, you can hand all the worry over to us.
That's right. At Progressive, it's our job to do the worrying for you.
This candle, for example, awfully close to the curtains. And when was this porch built? Did they have building codes back then?
Are your headlights too bright?
Do people know when you're texting them from the toilet? How many spiders do you really eat in your sleep?
Yes, when you bundle home and auto, you can be free of all these worries and more, because we're already worrying for you. Oh, and the answer is 8. 8 spiders.
Because sometimes we feel guilty. Give more love than humanly possible when you feed a Hill's scientifically proven formula. Because you're only human, there's Hills.
I shall kill you.
You can try.
A big army only means more targets.
Who are you? I am He-Man, Masters of the Universe, rated PG-13, and theft.
Well, points in the paint and transition points. 2 big factors for the Knicks in the way they operate their offense, and they've had both here in the first quarter. Cavs sent 5 to the offensive glass. That's a formula for disaster. Jalen Brunson with the run out, and here, this is just OG Anunoby seeing an opportunity to sprint ahead. Knicks already 18 points in the paint.
No one goes to Hanks for his spreadsheets. He doesn't sell them. He does sell a darn good slice. When business slowed, Hank decided to bring back the $1 slice. He just asked Copilot in Excel to help make it work. Suddenly, Hank says, "You gotta try this place," kind of thing.
All right.
Hank makes the pizza.
Hey, how you doing?
Copilot handles the spreadsheet.
Enjoy.
Happy birthday, one of a kind. Snack loving, always elegant. Dog mom to Alfie. With gifts from Etsy.
Gifts that say I get you, Etsy. You ain't never had an enemy like me, Kane.
Things we thought could get messy. Do what you gotta do.
You know what they say about family, man? Can't live with them. Can't live with them.
It's time for tonight's Access, brought to you by Corona Cat. You said that in closeout games, you can't just meet the moment, you have to exceed it. How do you think you guys did in that first quarter?
I mean, we did a great job weathering the first punch. We know they're going to come out emotional. They're going to fight. They're a great team. Their backs against the wall. We did a great job weathering that first punch. We threw our own punch now. So we got to just continue to keep that desperation and intensity.
Donovan Mitchell looks like he's going to try to put his team on his back. 12 points in that first quarter. What do you have to do defensively against him?
Stop him. That's it. Pretty simple.
All right, thank you, Kat. Mike.
Well, they've been doing a lot of stopping in these playoffs. Meanwhile, for the Cavs, they had a good start. Mitchell Mobley goes, and they're now down 14. How deflating is that right now for this team?
Extremely, particularly when you take a look at the fact Kenny Atkinson told us before the game, priority number one was transition defense, offering more resistance in that area. I think safe to say mission not accomplished.
Not so far, but when you say it was a problem last game, it was the number one thing that you talked about and showed clips at, and then in the first quarter, you give up more transition points than the Knicks have scored all postseason in a quarter. That is just not receiving the message and meeting the moment.
Keon Ellis playing. He's only played 7 minutes in this series, but Dennis Schroeder's out. He's got a high fever, so will not play tonight. Ellis getting an opportunity. Deuce McBride hits the three-pointer, and it's up to a 17-point lead. McBride, who has struggled shooting from three in this particular series, has knocked down a couple now.
Not a lot of guys in this league get the elevation off the dribble from deep that Miles McBride does. So he's a smaller guard. You think you've got him corralled pretty good, but he just elevates to a place where his release is above your contest.
Their last clinching game was in Philadelphia. McBride had 25 points on 7 3-pointers. As a foul away from the ball.
I mean, look at the elevation on this. He likes to jab go left, and when he hits that second foot, he just keeps on rising up. That's a good contest by Ellis, but look how much higher McBride gets to release that shot.
Again, we said this earlier in the series that Ray Allen is the one that told him, you've got to do that. You've got to get as high release as you can. Not a bad guy to take advice from. Shot clock at 7. That last foul on Towns, he's got 2. McBride knocked it out of his hands. Harden upset, thought he was fouled. Hart pushes out to Shannon. Fakes a 3. Sidestep, another three-pointer. Puts it in. Knicks are red hot once again. It's a 20-point lead. Timeout Cleveland. Landry Shamet. Unstoppable off the bench. And you can listen to the Knicks fans here at Rocket Arena.
Found a place. It's like the store just continues. I hear footsteps.
Back rooms, rated R.
Every great day starts with your gut. Try new Dulcolax gummies for daily gut support. These stimulant-free magnesium gummies help your gut run smoothly. New Dulcolax gummies for daily gut support.
You've always been ahead of the game. Excellence is your default, and Lexus knows that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average, it's for those who set the bar, then elevate it. So as you redefine what's possible, Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
This deer season, visit johndeere.com/deer season and enter for a chance to win an MLB All-Star experience.
All right, you're all set.
Thanks, Ted.
Oh, check it out.
Oh, man. I think he's going to do it.
This might be a good moment to share.
Ma, you seeing this?
Hey, baby, I'm here. Is he gonna dunk it?
No way.
When a connection matters, it has to be AT&T.
Bro, no charge call?
Your defense is trash, Ted.
Get home internet from AT&T. Now available across the nation.
Taking little breather. Corona. La Playa awaits.
$10 for a large. $10 for any 3 toppings. $10 for your choice of hut crust. Like our new garlic parm hand tossed. Because there's crust, and then there's hut crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
Back here in Cleveland, the Knicks making some history during this run. They haven't lost since April 23rd, Game 3 in Atlanta. 10 of their wins already by 10 points or more. And if they win tonight, first time in the NBA Finals since 27 years, 99. Spike Lee, Tracy Morgan. Fat Joe also here as the celebrities travel, hoping for a clinching party for their favorite team.
It's so cool to see all of them in Cleveland for the first time.
Hard behind the back. Mobley fakes. Mobley drives inside. Nice move. Can't get it. Towns the rebound. Knicks on a 16-0 run. Hart, McBride, three-pointer. In and out. Shamet tips it right to Mitchell. Remember, the Knicks had an 18-1 run earlier in the series. An 18-0 run in another game. Keon Ellis. Good closeout from Alvarado. Mobley had a good start. They need him to stay consistent. Lost the ball. Alvarado picks it up, races up the floor. And it's up to a 22-point lead. Mitchell against McBride. Knocked away by Karl Anthony Towns. Alvarado tries a three. Towns on the flush. It's another Knick avalanche.
And the Cavs have let go here. Like the hope is disappearing right now. The sloppiness with the ball and the extent to which the Knicks are capitalizing.
Hard foul. And there's McBride, exasperated, but he'll be called for the foul. 50-26.
Wow, we had the pleasure to be there when the Knicks put the Atlanta Hawks out of their misery, and it was a game for the ages. We have seen what this team is able to do in a closeout. They beat them by 50 points. So for this team to come out here with this type of intensity, the Cavs have to be ready, and they are not.
Richard, in the 2 clinching closeout games for the Knicks in Atlanta, their largest lead against the Hawks was 61, and their largest lead against the Sixers in Philly was 44.
This is a team that when they have the opportunity, they play intense basketball. There is no let up. You have to be aware of who your opponent is. And right now, the Cavs are not meeting that level.
We talked about it. The last thing you want to do is play more games than you have to in this league with the number of guys, the number of series that have been affected by injuries. You want to make sure if you have an opportunity, you're ready for the challenge, and you end the series when you can. And they've come out with laser focus in this one.
And their bench has given them 22 points already.
Their bench is right there with the Cavs, and that's. But again, it's not that you're upset about the Cavs. You're upset about the controllables, the not getting back on defense, the not getting back in transition.
Alvarado, corner to Towns, fakes, drives, throws it up to Robinson. And Jared Allen there to wipe it away. Alvarado with the steal. There's your Grand Theft Alvarado. Towns fakes, pass inside, Anunoby spins, shot blocked by Allen. What a rejection from Jared Allen. And Mitchell in the front court. Mitchell tied up, gets into Mobley. Mobley in the corner. Keon Ellis is going to try. That one in and out. They've had a few of those. And Bridges in the front court. Knicks keeping up the pace. OG Anunoby rattles in a three. They've got 9 3-pointers already, Lake.
Let's talk about a team that is loose and confident across the board. Donovan Mitchell comes back and tries to stop the bleeding, at least temporarily. But this Knicks team offensively is so connected with each guy believing in the next.
Mitchell has 15 of the 32 points, but they're still down 21. Alvarado with 7 to shoot. Off the bounce, finds Robinson, but couldn't handle a pass. And Mobley and Mitchell will bring it up. Just over 4 minutes gone by here in the second. The floater, Donovan Mitchell. Nope. Mitchell Robinson, the rebound. Alvarado setting it up. Alvarado, the midseason acquisition from New Orleans, the New York native. Bridges on the drive, kicks it out. Anunoby. Anunoby drives on Ellis, now pulls up, jump shot.
And that's as if, the Cavs needed that. OG Anunoby back to the level he was at, coming back from that hamstring injury. RJ, we both know he was a little bit tentative in that first game. Each game, he is showing you more explosiveness.
Harden turns it over. Bridges running the floor. Gets inside. Shot is no good, but a foul. Once again, the Knicks, soon as they get the defensive rebound, and sometimes when they take it out of the net, right up the floor.
100%. I think the biggest frustration is after the turnover, how hard do the Cavs sprint back? Watch this turnover. Okay, how many players are sprinting and running? You got 2 players jogging. And that to me is, we're talking about championship basketball. We're talking about trying to get to the NBA Finals. And regardless of if your team is making shots, can you control the controllables?
Bridges knocking down the free throw. Dale Bridges, the Knick who has played in an NBA Finals before, of course, did it with the Phoenix Suns when they lost to the Milwaukee Bucks in 2021. He has been nothing shy of spectacular since those first 5 games in the playoffs.
Never seen him play better or more in rhythm. Everything just happening so easy right now for Mikal Bridges, and really that starting lineup across the board. All of those guys collectively shooting 53% from the field as a unit. This starting 5, one of the best in NBA history this deep into the playoffs.
Bridges hasn't missed a free throw in the playoffs. Doesn't get there a lot, but he's 15 for 15, and it's a 25-point lead. Donovan Mitchell, Shamet guarding him. Well defended. Robinson there to help. There comes Bridges. Bridges kicks it out. Anunoby off the bounce. Goes inside on Strus. And deflected out by Allen. The Knicks just relentlessly pushing the ball and pushing the pace.
The way that they're just attacking the lane. And you can see nobody's getting left out to dry. No one's left on an island for this team right now. The help, the recover, the closeout, and then the push. Defensively, it's an instructional video right now. How good they look on that end of the floor.
Bridges searching. Gets it to Robinson. Jalen Brunson back in. Strus as well. They find Bridges. Bridges across the lane. Brunson fakes. Gets inside. His floater's up. Shot no good, but a foul. Got hit in the head. And free throws for Jalen Brunson with a 25-point lead. Harden picks up the foul. Well, Knicks fans have waited a long time for a point guard like this. Prior to Brunson's arrival, the Knicks had 12 different opening night starting point guards in 13 years.
That sounds about right.
I think they've settled on their starting point guard now.
And look, this is the thing. I remember all the conversation when Jalen Brunson came to the Knicks. And I think he has surprised maybe even people inside the Knicks organization. They got themselves a truly special player that's committed to winning the right way, sacrificing. They've been playing a different style of basketball since that Atlanta series. And all you see Jalen do is accept it and push forward.
And then off a missed free throw, the Knicks not only get the rebound, but Brunson gets knocked to the floor. And the foul goes against Ellis.
And I think the thing with Brunson that he has brought, obviously we talk all the time about his strength, his balance, his footwork. But the other component is the fact that he's built for the brightest lights. And he's been that way his entire life as a basketball player. So he was the perfect player to come to New York and try to get this organization to this point because of the way he handles pressure.
Bridges catches it on the inbound, knocked away by Ellis. As we approach the midway point here in the second. Shamet fires away. Shamet knocks down another one. It's a bludgeoning here in game 4.
This guy is 10 for 11 from the three-point line in this series.
Strus has it. 61 to 32, a 29-point lead. Harden on the drive, kicks it out. Ellis back up top. Strus wide open. Can he get it to go? Yes. Max Strus. And if you're the Cavs, obviously you just have to take it one possession at a time. There's so much time left. But right now the Knicks just dominating. Bridges tries a 3. Robinson trying to hold on. They're trying to grab it away from him. Ellis does, knocked out of bounds. Cavs ball. Jalen Brunson wants him to challenge it because he felt Robinson got fouled. Robinson holding his left hand and wrist. Robinson has played superbly, 6 points, 6 boards, and a block.
And again, you see Jared Allen and the big fella battling. It is tough. I don't know what that right call was, but ultimately you can see both sides trying to battle for that rebound.
Strus gets his second field goal, and they're doing hack-a-mitch. So Robinson, let's see what team foul that is on them. That's the 5th. So, and a penalty. So Robinson will shoot 2. Robinson, 2 for 12 from the free throw line in this series. 13 of 41 in the playoffs.
That's the only thing you can do right now if you're Cleveland. What else can you do to try to disrupt the flow of this offense? The way the ball's hopping, the number of guys shooting it with confidence. This is about all you can do right now to take the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hands in this offense.
Let's go to Lisa.
Yeah, Michael, Mitchell Robinson posted on social media over the weekend that he's been dealing with a mental health issue. He said he didn't want to get into specifics, but he said something upsetting happened to him, and that because of that, he was going to be deleting all of his social media apps. He was going to be changing his phone and really just focusing on his health and these playoffs. So Mitchell said in one final post before deleting one of those accounts, "My mental health isn't the best right now, but I'm fighting to get back on track while playing on the biggest stage in the world in the Eastern Conference Finals." So good for him for acknowledging that it's okay to not be okay, and that it's also okay to talk about it. And we, of course, are wishing him nothing but the best.
You know what, Lisa, whether it's Mitchell Robinson or Kevin Love or DeMar DeRozan, when a professional athlete admits that, that means so much to younger people. Say, well, if they can have it, then it's okay. It's okay for me to admit it as well. And sometimes that helps out. Robinson, meanwhile, is so beloved in the locker room and with the team. He'll have so much support, whatever he's going through. As Harden drives on Brunson, kicks it out in the corner to Strus. Strus fires away, can't get it. Harden, rebound and run. He is the pacemaker for the Knicks. Brunson fakes. Whistle. So a timeout's going to be called. 4:44 here in the second. Another dominant start for the Knicks.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by Duncan, are brought to you by Disney's live-action Moana. Witness the epic adventure of Moana and Maui come to life like never before. Experience it in theaters and IMAX July 10th.
Popeye's wraps are back. That crunchy tender with pickles, lettuce, and cheese, all wrapped in our buttermilk tortilla and bursting with bold Louisiana flavor for just $3.99. Pick them up today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Can our Nissan Pathfinder do this?
Not that you would, but you could. The new V6-powered Nissan Pathfinder. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. It all started when I got to the FIFA World Cup, and wow, thousands of Verizon customers.
Oh, you got the free Verizon tickets too?
No, I'm with amazing seats.
I'm sorry. Okay.
And even pitch-side access.
Are you? David Beckham, a Verizon customer.
This used to be for players. Now it's for Verizon customers. Enter for the last chance to win FIFA World Cup tickets. Only on Verizon.
As a sports journalist, I'm always checking the latest scores. As for my FICO score, I keep an eye on that with the Experian app. My days are busy. Sometimes I need a boost. And for my credit scores, I use Experian Boost to raise them instantly. People try to steal my look. But my identity? Good luck. I've got real-time credit monitoring alerts from Experian. When the lights come on, I'm ready. Thanks to Experian.
New Cologuard Plus?
Yep.
Colon cancer screening delivered to your door. Check. No prep? Check. Non-invasive?
Checkity check check.
And it detects 95% of colon cancer, similar to colonoscopy.
Check it a jerk.
The Cologuard Plus test is for people 45 plus at average risk. False positive and negative results may occur, not for those at high risk. Introducing Cologuard Plus. It's the box that checks all the boxes for screening. Ask your provider or request Cologuard Plus online.
The strawberry watermelon refresher is here. It's the drink where the refreshing vibes overfloweth. One of the many new drinks now at McDonald's.
Don't want to miss a matchup? Just tell Siri, show me the playoff basketball schedule.
Rocket Arena, obviously all the stats favoring the Knicks with this huge lead, but the one leg that's most telling, 25-3 in fast break points.
And a lot of those off of early missed shots, but then it became the turnovers here at the start of the second, throughout the quarter. Carelessness with the basketballs made it easier for the Knicks.
They have 25 fast break points, and there's 5 minutes left to go. They're on pace to give up 60 fast break points.
Ball knocked out of bounds, go the other way. With 4:35 remaining here in the second. Strus, Harden, Mitchell, Mobley, and Merrill. Harden to Mobley. Mobley goes right at Towns, who has 2 fouls. Nice jump hook from Evan Mobley. He's got 9 points. But still a 22-point deficit for the Cavs in this elimination game. Back to the zone.
Back to the zone, trying anything they can to just force some contested jump shots.
Towns, the playmaker. Brunson off the bounce. Towns puts it on the floor. His floater's up. Trying to get the offensive rebound. Nice job from Mobley to keep it away. Mitchell using the screen, finds some room. Donovan Mitchell comes up short. Another rebound for Karl Anthony Towns. He's got 10 rebounds here in the first half. Hart drives inside and draws the foul on Mitchell. That's going to be now 3 fouls on Donovan Mitchell and more free throws for the Knicks.
Well, it's time for tonight's DraftKings Player Pulse. Jalen Brunson, all the help he's getting, might not have to do a whole lot of scoring. DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting. Use promo code SPLASH when you sign up.
Martin missing the first free throw.
Legs, I'm going to tell you the next time we get one of those reads, I'm going to do it. Because I'm starting to feel left out on those reads.
I didn't know you wanted to be a part of that, but absolutely.
I don't. I want to be invited. I don't want to go. It's like certain parties. I don't want to go.
You just want the right to say no?
Yes, that's what
that's
it is.
unbelievable.
You're very sensitive.
I am. I'm lighthearted, but very sensitive.
Hart gets the second one to bounce around, throws up his hands in exasperation. Knicks shooting 55% from the field, Cavs 38%. They started hot, especially from 3, but Knicks then went on one of those runs that we've seen throughout these playoffs. Harden shoots over Brunson and scores. 9 points for James Harden.
And the Knicks now starting to just stay home with shooters and make the Cavs take tough one-on-one shots because three-point shooting is the one thing that can cut into this lead.
Brunson whips a pass to Bridges. Bridges across the lane, kicks it out hard up top Anunoby. And Anunoby finds Hart. Hart's going to try a three-pointer. Well short, Harden the rebound. The Cavs have 3 minutes to try and get it down into the mid to lower teens after trailing by as many as 29. Harden drives on Brunson, gets inside, shot blocked, but a foul. So 2 free throws from James Harden.
And if you're the Cavs, this is what you want to do. You want to get it down to 15, to 13. And it looks like Brunson might have got a little errant shot to the face. And that's the right call there. OG Anunoby coming over on help defense. And if you're not square, see, his body's already turned, so there is no verticality. But watch him get hit in the face right there. That could have been an offensive foul. But you're right, Mike. They got to cut it to 12, 13, something manageable in this last 3 minutes.
And missing free throws, not going to do it. Jalen Brunson talking to Mark Davis about what he felt was a missed call. Mark Davis in his 28th year, Josh Tibbin in his 16th season, and Kevin Scott in his 15th season. All three of these officials have officiated in the NBA Finals. The best of the best right now working the games. 20-point Knick lead, under 3 to play here in the second. Josh Hart hurt his hand and tied up somewhere, grimacing and holding it. Towns throws it in the corner to Brunson. Brunson with 7 to shoot, goes on Strus, flips up the shot and scores. Jalen Brunson once again with a floater.
And Josh Hart is holding that left hand, or that left thumb. If you remember a few games ago, he got that left thumb jammed, and anytime you hit that, it is always going to edge.
And Mitchell knocks down the three-pointer. Hart on his shooting hand has dealt with an injury on one of the fingers on his shooting hand, and the thumb has bothered him through much of the season. Gets to pass out the Bridges. His three-pointer, can't get it. Harden the rebound, knocked out of his hands, gets it back as we hit the 2-minute mark.
Last 2 minutes to play, second quarter.
Coaches always talk about the last 2 minutes of a half, and there's another foul. That's on Towns. That's going to be his third, and it is. So 3 fouls on Karl Anthony Towns.
And you saw James Harden that time wave away the screen. He's been getting downhill in one-on-one coverage the last 3 or 4 possessions, so he did not want the chance to see a blitz, taking it to the rim, getting that foul. Right there, he told Evan Mobley to get out so he could operate one-on-one against Josh Hart, get deep into the lane, force the contact.
Cavs are 8 of 9 from the free throw line, now 9 of 10. Well, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern on NBC and Peacock. What a performance in Game 4. That series tied at 2 games apiece. Talk about anticipating what could be a classic game in Game 5 back in OKC. So they're slowly chipping off what was, again, the 29-point lead. Harden hits that one as well. So they've knocked off 12 points off that enormous deficit. A 15-3 run right now for the Cavs. Good answer.
Yeah, Mike, the Knicks have really slowed this down. This roll offensively, the zone has helped stall them a little bit. There's not as much off-ball movement. You can see the Knicks a little bit stagnant here.
Brunson finds Bridges. Bridges with 5 on the 24. Looking double team. Shot clock winding down. Bridges falling away is up. That's good. Mikal Bridges. He couldn't do anything else with it as the shot clock was expiring.
Yeah, those sting. Those sting a little bit. Those are demoralizing because you give credit to the Cavs defense, and sometimes that great offense just beats good defense.
Mitchell goes inside, kicks it back out. Mobley sets, fires, can't hit the three. Bridges the rebound. And a foul called. Josh Tibbin pointing at Landry Shamet. The foul is on Strus. So Strus picks up his first, and Shamet's going to shoot the free throws.
If anything sums up Mikal Bridges' role, it's this right here. End of the clock, done everything you can defensively, and he just goes to this. Now, he does like the lean-back jumper, but this was a little bit extreme, even by his standards.
Bridges, he's actually just 3 for 9. He's showing he's shooting right now. Shamet knocks down the free throw. Lead back up to 20. Mike Brown before the game was raving about Landry Shamet. Spoke of this in Game 3. Non-guaranteed contract. Wasn't sure he was going to make the team. And now he has had such a huge role in the playoffs. Early in the Atlanta series, first round, wasn't playing that much. But because of his two-way capabilities, he's been so important.
And Mike, you hit it. Even when he's not making shots, you can play Landry Shamet, not give up anything down here. There's a foul in that possession, but he likes to pressure. He fights over screens, a very committed defensive player. And then on the nights he's making threes, just a bonus for that bench offense.
Well, Mike Brown trying to get back to the NBA Finals as a head coach. He did it here in Cleveland with the Cavs back in 2007. He's been to the Finals as an assistant coach with San Antonio, with Golden State. By the way, the bench points, 27-3 as Mitchell hits the first. He has done a magnificent job, and it wasn't easy. The pressure from Mike Brown entering the season was pretty much finals or bust. And he tried to bring some new things, tweak some things, he changed some things, and slowly learned his team, and the team learned about him.
Yeah, and what I loved about, he openly admitted to changing the offense and allowing guys to have input. And when they put the ball in Karl Anthony Towns' head, to me, that's what unlocked Bridges. That's why we've seen a change in Bridges, really since that change in their offense.
Nice feed inside, blocked by Allen. Garrett Allen with a rejection. 40 seconds left. Harden finds Mobley off his leg. And number 9 turnover for the Cavaliers. That has been a problem in this series.
Kills you. He had a 2-for-1. You have an opportunity here. You've cut into the lead to a certain extent, and you don't even get a shot on an unforced turnover because the ball goes right through your hands. Now, the Knicks could have a 2-for-1 if they wanted, but this zone might prevent that.
Mitchell guarding him. Mitchell has 3 fouls. He also has 20 points. And that's what you said, Legs, he needed for this team to have a chance. Brunson pulls up, jumper, in and out. Rebound Strus, shot clock turned off. Knicks do not have a foul to give. A chance here to cut it to either 17 or 16 for the Cavaliers.
You see Jalen Brunson with the hard show, then getting back.
Mitchell misses, Bridges has it, fires, that'll count if it goes. And that will end the first half. Knicks led by as many as 29. Cavs, a nice little run to end the second, but still a huge lead as they head into the locker room. Halftime presented by Hyundai. Ernie, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles all coming up. Game 4. Knicks trying to clinch, Cavs trying to stay alive. 2 quarters complete here in Cleveland. It's a 19-point lead for the Knicks.
Where are the hardest arenas to play?
The altitude in Denver is no joke.
Playing in Denver, you're like,
New York, welcome to the pressure cooker.
Intersection of history, TD Garden in Boston. Might be the loudest arena I've ever stepped foot in my entire life.
Where are my ultras?
Ultras on me.
Now serving cafe favorites at home with Ninja Luxe Cafe. Sip hundreds of drinks, powered by espresso, drip coffee, and cold brew. Barista Assist doesn't just help, it handles. You bring the craving, we bring the cafe. Now serving Ninja Luxe Cafe.
Holy smokes, you don't look so good, boss.
tell me about it. It's a real inferno down here, and I'm burnt out.
Here, try a Red Bull. It's devilishly good.
Red Bull? Oh, that tastes heavenly. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Wings? Wings? I can't have wings. Not in my position.
Red Bull gives you wings.
This is Arby's quarter-pound pulled pork and chopped brisket. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Avalanche Golden Knights, Tuesday on ESPN and ESPN app.
How can you make a child smile? Well, let's see. You could tell them a joke, give them a gift, or maybe a little dance. But for some kids, a bigger smile takes a little more attention from locally trained surgeons, nurses, and specialists. So how can you make a child smile? Scan or go online to learn more.
Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collars stay stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Well, they played 24 minutes there in Cleveland in a game dominated by the New York Knicks, who are 24 minutes away from going to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. Jeez. Prince, 68-49 is your score, 52% shooting for the Knicks, who are the best shooting team in this postseason. And we welcome you to NBA Halftime. It's presented by Hyundai. Ernie Johnson with Shaq. Got Kenny. Got Chuck. And we're starting tonight. Chuck has requested special time to begin the halftime report.
Special time? Yeah. Kids at home, if you want to see what the word quit means. Oh, come on, Chuck. To give up. The verb of that is cavaliers. Oh, come on. This is what you see. You think they quit or the Knicks are just that good right now? No, they were down 29, Kenny. Kenny, look, this is just effort here. Come on, man. This is just effort. Look at this here. Yeah, you shouldn't be spreading. No, watch this here. I got a little thing here. Look here. Come on, Kenny. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there was way oh, we too got much some of more that. now. Hey, Chuck. No. Fast. Next week, baby. No, 2 weeks. Week and a half. 68-49 is your score. You're watching NBA halftime presented by Hyundai.
The all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
The 3 for me, only at Chili's, just got crispier with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's way bigger than McDonald's McCrispy. Huh, Chili's just out here dominating fast food again? Yeah, that tracks. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
So why don't we go somewhere only we? Somewhere only we.
Personalized service plus our award-winning app, State Farm gives you the attention you need.
Makes me feel seen and celebrated.
Just like an NBA player.
Just like an NBA player.
Whoa.
Introducing the Velvet Voice of Mike Free. And let's go McNuts for Monica. McNuts.
Thank you, State Farm. I could cry.
Please don't.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You think I texted too soon? Yeah, you're right. I texted too soon. And with an emoji.
Fresh Pet. Healthy meat and veggies, no preservatives.
I can't look. You read it.
It's better food for your better half.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
No pain, no gain? No thanks. Real strength isn't taking the pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil Liquid Gels target pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength. ABC and the ESPN app. Your home for the NBA Finals.
NBA Halftime is presented by the all-new Hyundai Palisade. Visit HyundaiUSA.com.
Entertainment right there. That is entertainment. Oh my goodness. Taylor Swift came to one.
This is the Eastern Conference Finals. They had a good year.
It's unbelievable.
They just couldn't finish the game.
You know, Chuckster, they just tased Ryan. It's over.
I hope they come back.
Come back where?
Make it a game.
T-Mobile has the best network. That's why there's no better place to get iPhone 17 Pro on them.
Hold on. We should have music. You gotta feel it. I should dance.
This is big. At T-Mobile, get the incredible iPhone 17 Pro on us.
Febreze. Smells great in here. What is it? It's my trash.
Introducing Febreze Trash Odor Fighter. It reduces up to 99% of common trash odors, replacing them with 45 days of freshness. And it works on all kinds of trash cans.
aren't new at McDonald's.
Coffee?
Until they are. All new drinks are here.
Stream Clash in Italy Sunday on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
I won this skydiving package on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions, so try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
We were made for Huli, made to bring her joy, because when a scary tumor threatened her story, we became her magic. Every nut and bolt became special, each hand and tool dedicated to one quest, erasing that tumor and keeping her story alive, because we were made for Huli.
It's fun for me to win on the course, but it's even more fun to win on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions, so try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
You are the Greek freak, but to be a true demigod, just like Maui, you gotta have a fearsome tattoo.
Mini Greek freak is adorable. What's next?
Your hair.
My hair?
Yes. Trust Uncle Maui. Just like jazz music, you gotta feel it. Wait for it. Wow, you're beautiful. You are beautiful. The internet's going on. And thank you! Rated PG.
Welcome back. Eastern Conference Finals is presented by Duncan. This is Radio City Music Hall in New York City with Trell Sprewell, Larry Johnson, Bernard King, with the fans cheering on the Knicks, hoping for a clincher tonight here in Cleveland. And of course, the celebrities, some Knicks fans here, Kylie and Timothy. Ben Stiller, who's a rabid Knicks fan. Right now at halftime, 68-49, Knicks in control. They led by as many as 29, and Caps went on a little bit run, but still a 19-point deficit. Hi again, everyone, with Richard Jefferson, Tim Legler, Mike Breen on hand. We'll check in with Lisa in a moment. What's your overall thought of what you saw in that first half? Well, 26 fast break points is an obscene number. I mean, it takes two things. Intent to run, which the Knicks clearly had. But RJ, it also takes a lack of commitment, right? And a casual approach to your retreat defensively, and the Knicks took full advantage. That's just not good enough on the part of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And this is things that aren't good enough in the regular season. They're not good enough in a game one. They're certainly not good enough if you're trying to extend your season. The Knicks are playing like the more desperate team. They're getting downhill. Second chance points, 16 Knicks, Cavaliers 2.
That's our Cold Under Pressure, brought to you by Coors Light. And the Knicks, again, they talked about the fast pace. Remember, the Cavaliers, in terms of their schedule, they've played every other day since April 29th. Tonight's the 13th consecutive game on every other day schedule. They've even mentioned about tired legs, and Mike Brown is trying to take advantage of that. Towns comes up short. Josh Hart comes in for the rebound. Anunoby lines up the three-pointer. That won't go. Hart keeps it alive, but Mobley grabs it. And these first couple of minutes of the third quarter clearly are critical. Strus throws it up, and Allen throws it down.
And if you're the Cavaliers, I understand that the task is large. But let's start with a small piece. Make the Knicks call the first timeout.
Allen dissuades Towns from even trying a shot. And see Allen now backing off Hart. Bridges goes it hard. He gets inside. Another falling away shot. In and out won't go. Mobley with a rebound. Donovan Mitchell, big scoring first half. Harden tries. Harden's three won't go. Mobley the rebound. Head fake. And kicks it back out to Strus. Strus, bad pass stolen by Hart. Hart kicks it back to Anunoby. Spins against Strus. Leans in. Layup. Can't get it. Hart the rebound. Back up and in. Josh Hart now 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 points, a little bit of everything, and it's back to 19. Donovan Mitchell, 20 points in the first half, but 3 fouls. Mitchell tied up, throws a bullet pass to Harden, down low to Allen, and Allen fouled. Let's check in with Lisa.
Yeah, Mike, well, I asked Kenny Atkinson what he said to his guys in the locker room, and he said, you know, I felt like we kept our composure even in the second quarter when the lead got up to 29. He said, so I think our spirit is still there. He said it helped us out a little bit going to zone, but he said the micro goal in this third quarter to cut it to 10 points. He says overall, though, our guys are staying positive. He hopes.
All right, Lise, as that foul came before any upward motion or any shot attempt, so a side out. Bridges chasing Harden. Bridges' job on Harden and Maxey the last round have been excellent. Jared Allen, little hook shot, can't get it to fall. And Karl Anthony Towns grabs another rebound, his 11th. Anunoby running the floor inside, blocked, but a foul. Again, advantage early, and that's, I know Jared Allen had a great opportunity in the middle of the floor, one-on-one. Stood up by Anunoby, not able to get off really an on-balance shot. But once again, that's 4 Cavs on one side of the floor. So you're not communicating so that you have balance defensively to cover both lanes. Now there's a wide open cutter to the rim. Strus, his second foul. Anunoby, 7 points. And it hits the free throw. Upcoming conference final schedule, NBC Peacock tomorrow. That critical game 5 in OKC. Thunder and Spurs all tied up at 2 apiece. Now if this Cavs come back and win this one, we'll have game 5 on Wednesday back at New York's Madison Square Garden, 8 o'clock start on ESPN. Mike, we've used the word desperation a lot in terms of what the Cavs needed to represent. That is what you saw out of the San Antonio Spurs last night. That's about as physical a defense as you are going to see, and a commitment to get that series back to 2-2. Nice passing from the big man, Mobley to Allen, and Jared Allen, easy bucket. That's some beautiful offense right there from the Cavs.
Yeah, but that passing was needed because of the defense from the Knicks. They kept moving that ball. Right now, the Knicks aren't having to make those same passes.
Hart spins and lost it. For the Knicks, that's only their 5th turnover. And the zone, I think, is the only thing right now that you can do defensively. It's taking away the off-ball cutting. Mitchell fouled by Hart. Hart upset with what he thought was a non-call down the other end. And Mitchell's going to take some free throws as Hart picks up his second.
Again, Donovan Mitchell. They've been trying to get Brunson in more and more, and that could have been an offensive foul. Ends up being free throws for Donovan Mitchell.
That would have been the 4th, although it didn't seem Brunson was set, but Mitchell did initiate the contact. Look, and I think the way that Brunson's gone at both of those guys, when he's gotten one-on-one coverage on some type of switch, that means when they get an opportunity, they need to put him in the exact same position on this end of the floor, and you've seen more of that tonight.
But I don't think we've seen enough of it. If you're looking around at this elite, you have all defensive players. You have so many active players. If Brunson is the one person that you can attack, you have to adjust your game plan. Maybe get him in foul trouble. Maybe take some energy off of him offensively. There are more attacks that you can put him in.
So Mitchell's knocked down the first 2. Now 22 points for Donovan Mitchell, 6 of 13 from the field. He's hit 4 threes in all 6 of his free throws. Their last elimination game in Detroit, he was magnificent. Scoring, distributing, defending. And the lead has cut to 16. So they've knocked 13 points off what was a 29-point margin. Bridges on the drive. His floater's up. Missed it. Tips it back out. Anunoby. But it went out of bounds. So Cleveland showing some life, slowly creeping back into this.
1 or 2 more buckets by Cleveland, and you can think about Mike Brown calling a timeout.
Hart, little shake and bake, goes right at Brunson. Whips a pass stolen by Hart. Bridges and Hart, 2-on-1. Bridges sidestep, goes inside, can't get to the fall. Anunoby the rebound, out to Brunson. Up top, Towns. Knicks have been one of the better offensive rebounding teams the last couple of years. Shot clock winding down. Brunson's got to put it up. Inside Hart, 24-second violation. Good defense from Cleveland. Yeah, in the half court, you can see the Knicks a little bit frustrated because the ball movement they rely on just hasn't been there. Their screening action that they start sets with has not been there against the zone. And we're going to see what their adjustment is going to be to to try to get a little bit more pace to their half-court offense.
Knicks are 1 of 8 from the field with 2 turnovers in the first 3+ minutes here in the third. Mitchell to Strus. Thought about a 3, now drives, goes inside, blocked by Towns. Hands off to Brunson. Brunson drives, kicks it out on Anunoby. Thought about a 3. Towns tries a 3-pointer, puts it in. Karl Anthony Towns is 3 for 3 from long distance.
And Max Strus got to the body of OG Anunoby. Jared Allen didn't get to the body of Karl Anthony Towns.
Mobley tries to answer, cannot. Hart grabs yet another rebound. Hart had one of those games, he's all over the place. Finds it to Anunoby. Jared Allen within. Anunoby goes inside, kicks it out. Bridges checks the seams, fires away, hits a 3. Beautiful ball movement once again from the Knicks. And just like that, it's back up to 22.
He didn't just check the seams. He had a chance to read that thing. Inflate, too. Whatever you want.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by Duncan, are brought to you by Google. Miller Lite, with great taste and only 96 calories, it's Miller time. And Burger King, you rule.
Will for the win. Look at the determination on his face.
I just flipped the switch. I don't know nobody else that's doing this. Don't never stop. Don't never stop.
Just back at 4. Let's go! Nice. Hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot. Just so back.
Hey, Buzz! How's my favorite space ranger?
Ah, just protecting the universe from the evil Emperor Zurg. Oh, it's Jesse. Gotta go. Talk to you soon, Woody. Hi, Jesse.
Howdy, Buzz! Just calling to say you're the
Buddy? Have you seen my phone?
Oh. AT&T, the trusted network connecting friends, family, and toys.
That was amazing!
Hey.
See Disney and Pixar's Toy Story 5 in theaters June 19th, rated PG.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because a city hotel is right for some, but not quite right for others. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Pressure. One mistake. Just one mistake.
I can't stop doing this to yourself.
Soldiers, the eyes of the world are upon you.
From the producers of Darkest Hour.
There are 2 aggressive storms.
Comes the untold true story of D-Day.
If you invade, they're going to be washed away.
Go or not go.
Academy Award winner Brandon Fraser is brilliant as General Eisenhower.
What's your name?
Oiler, sir.
Pressure is a gripping cinematic masterpiece.
We will accept nothing less than full victory.
Pressure, the untold true story of D-Day. Rated PG-13, only in theaters this Friday.
No, I'm not going.
Yes. Say yes. Why not? Sleep when you're my age. Legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time.
Discover an epic menu inspired by The Mandalorian and Grogu. Only at Burger King. Have it the way. Now play in theaters. This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Eastern Conference Finals presented by Duncan.
Legs. Well, that's why it's so important to not give up penetration to the middle. It creates confusion on the weak side of where the rotation is going to come from. Anunoby takes this basketball right at Mobley, so now Bridges just can drift to the corner. Weak side not aware that's an easy kick out, and again, look at all that time.
Another turnover. Anunoby, Brunson, alley-oop, and Anunoby with the slam. The turnovers once again killing the Cavaliers, and it's back to 24. 8 straight points. After Cleveland came out to start the third, they cut it to 16. Harden. Sam Merrill in the game. Merrill, quick release on his three-pointer. Won't go. And Towns has owned the boards tonight. He's got 13 rebounds already. Hart. Towns down the lane. Lefty layup. Banks it home.
What a display by Karl Anthony Towns in this quarter. Not only the rebounding, stepped out, hit a three, and there you see him taking it strong to the hole. The full skill set on display.
Anunoby drives, poked away. Hart picks it up. Brunson sets up, three-pointer. Anunoby with the follow. Once again, the Knicks with an avalanche, throwing haymakers here in the third quarter.
Oh, this is an absolute clinic of ball movement, defense, communication, effort. There is nothing that the Knicks are not dominating the Cavs in.
Anunoby poked it away, forced another turnover. Merrill fouls Brunson. Knicks fans going nuts here at Rocket Arena.
And we talked about calling the first timeout. Cavs called the first timeout in this second half, and this is how the Knicks respond. Transition, dunks, extra effort. Look, lack of communication. Here's a good contest. And then you see Karl Anthony Towns with the left, he finished. And Knicks fans all over the country are celebrating their team being one half away from being in the NBA Finals.
The iconic Radio City Music Hall. Rockettes aren't there tonight, but the Knicks fans are. Brunson, Wade is in the game. Towns looking, finds Hart. Hart double dribble. He tried to get away with it.
Tried to play it off. I don't blame him. But I tell you what, this is a great response from the Knicks because they were a little bit flat because of the zone. The lead was cut to 16. Offensively, the ball wasn't moving. Whatever was said during that last timeout, Mike Brown pushed the appropriate buttons, and this team came out with a renewed sense of defensive energy.
Foul on Hart. We've seen throughout the playoffs, right after Game 3 against Atlanta, Knicks have had the answer with everything the opponent has thrown at them.
Well, when you are humming on offense and defense, you try and send a box and one, a triangle and two at Brunson, but then Mikal Bridges shoots the ball well. Landry Shamet comes in and he's 9 for 10 from 3. So there's just not a lot of things, and almost another turnover.
Wow. But they blow a whistle. That's not going to count.
That's for the fans. That's for the fans.
It was for the fans and a little bit for Karl Anthony Towns.
A little bit for okay. He's like, hey, let me show y'all a little something.
Y'all didn't know I could do this.
Towns picked up his 4th foul.
You're not mad at me, you're mad at God, nigga. Doing all that shit for no reason. Making shit to your bitches.
Yeah, grabs that.
Oh, I don't like that.
Well,
I don't. Don't you dare.
No, here's why.
Don't you dare.
He couldn't break toward the ball to the extent that he could have. You got to. He's grabbing him right there. He can't move toward it.
Come on.
That's a foul. Come
That's
on.
not a foul. You got to man up in these situations.
At least we still got to see that dunk.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to break the tie here?
Yes.
No, I'm not going to do it. Mitchell knocks down the three. Donovan Mitchell, he's got 26 points. He's 5 of 8 from 3. Offensively, he has brought it tonight. But they are still down by 25 midway through the third. Mitchell Robinson in the game, sets the screen, but again, they're back in that zone. Bridges fires a three-pointer. Rebound Harden. Mitchell against Brunson. Fires. Short. And Anunoby with the rebound. Off the turnover, Mitchell gets it back. Harden launches his three-pointer. Bounces around. And then Josh Hart comes out of the pack. Knicks a huge advantage on the boards. Plus 15. And Sam Merrill called for a foul. Not the penalty yet. That's the third team foul. Mobley's going to come back in. Tyson's coming in. Well, as the NBA family continues its season-long celebration of America's 250th anniversary, this Memorial Day, we recognize the ultimate service and sacrifice of not just our nation's military, but their families as well. Please join us in honoring our brave American heroes. .507 remaining here in the third. Shamet back in. as is Deuce McBride. Whips the pass to Bridges. Bridges across the lane, kicks it out in the corner. Brunson fires three-pointer. It's good. 87-59. It's back up to 28.
And that's twice in a row now. They've got dribble penetration against the zone on one side, and then you float on the opposite side of the floor. That is a tough communication and a tough closeout.
Merrill goes back door, tried to feed it inside. Mobley couldn't handle the pass, go the other way.
You see the Knicks are getting that ball out quick. They're not necessarily like a great transition team, but they have been getting the ball out quick, and now Landry Shamet showing the entire bag. You want to close out to me?
And nobody coming in to help. It's a 30-point lead here in game 4. Mobley out to Merrill. Merrill's jump shot gets that one to go. We are watching one of the most incredible runs in NBA playoff history. Knicks going for their 11th consecutive victory. And they're up by 28 on the road in a closing game. Shamet fakes. Shamet drives, pulls up. Two-pointer from Shamet. And Mobley with the rebound. Tyson, the impressive second-year man, as Mobley gets the pass from Tyson. Mobley lays it up and in. 11 points for Mobley. Every time the Cavs have made a mini run, the Knicks have an answer. Brunson shake and bake with Harden. Gets into the paint. Back to Bridges. Steps back. Three-pointer. Robinson can't get it. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Merrill, who wants a challenge. Knicks will inbound. 14 on the shot clock. Kenny Atkinson looking behind the bench.
He's trying to find 20 points of offense sitting back there somewhere.
It ain't back there. It's not back there. There's a couple names that are not walking through that door.
Robinson looks to hand it off. Shamet gets it. Shamet back to Robinson. Beautiful two-man game. And the big man throws it down. Boy, Shamet off the bench, he has been such a spark in so many different ways. As Mobley gets inside, he's fouled, counted and one. Mobley a chance for a three-point play, and we're going to have a timeout.
Bench playing well for the Knicks. Landry Shamet didn't even know what his role would be in this series coming into it. He created a role for himself the way that he's played. And then Mitchell Robinson, what a force every now and then. Give the big man a touch.
I can't tell you who to sock it to.
You know, we haven't been formally introduced.
I know it's pretty colorful, but that's just so everyone knows we're good.
Ouch.
Supergirl. Only in theaters June 26th.
Modelo tastes good, but that got the electrical working Modelo. That landed the trick Modelo. Or that can finally sit down Modelo. The one you earned is just better. That Modelo is the mark of a fighter.
Introducing the first ever Infinity QX65. The world can stop, freeze, fall behind. But the Infinity QX65 is unstoppable. The first ever Infinity QX65.
Introducing Gatorade Lower Sugar. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, and 75% less sugar. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Hydrates better than water.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is, it comes with, kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
At Operation Smile, our goal is to give a new smile for life, because a healthy smile means a happier life. It means a child can breathe easier, eat without pain, and speak without fear. It means families and communities can feel hope and thrive. By bringing people access to locally trained surgeons, nurses, and specialists, we can give more children a new smile for a new life. Scan or go online to learn more.
If sitting hurts, it's not just age, it's your chair. Most chairs push on your lower back with a lumbar support, but that's not how your spine actually stabilizes. It's time to fix your sit with Anthros. Our precision posture system has 2 unique supports for restoring your natural S-curve and reducing disc pressure by up to 40%. Try Anthros for 60 days risk-free. If your body doesn't feel the difference, your money back. It's time to fix your sit at anthros.com.
Welcome back, NBA playoffs presented by Google. Sweet Caroline playing here at Rocket Arena, and the Knicks fans really the only ones singing right now as their team up 91-65. They've been singing all playoffs, the 10-game winning streak. It has been an historic playoff run. The point differential during this streak is the very best in NBA history. And they're just winning, they are dominating night after night.
No, it's been impressive. I had an opportunity to be on good teams in my career. We won 10 games in a row with the Nets. We won 10 games in a row with the Cavs. And none of those stretches were as dominant as what the New York Knicks have been in the last month.
And it's really the way they're playing. It's some of the most beautiful team basketball we've seen in a while.
Like, you just don't see everybody in rhythm at the same time playing at this level where there's not an overburden on any one guy to have to get it done on a given night.
Shamet, three-pointer, bang! Landry Shamet is now 12 of 13 from three-point range in the Eastern Conference Finals. Tyson tries to answer, can't get it to fall. Dean Wade back out Harden. We're under 2.5 to play here in the third. Harden whips it. Tyson's going to try again. Cannot hit, and Bridges comes flying in for the rebound.
Since we're going to have to start filling a little bit, probably fairly soon, has anybody made more money this season than Landry Shamet?
Is 92% good from the three-point line in the conference finals?
Yeah. Tyson lays it up and in. 94-67. Shamet another 16 points in 13 minutes off the bench. Knicks wisely now taking time off the clock, even though it's the third quarter. Brunson falling away, puts it up, puts it in. Great balance again. 5 different Knicks in double figures. Brunson with 15 to go with 5 assists.
The very best footwork in this league, regardless of position. Jalen Brunson relies on that.
Nice alley-oop pass. And Evan Mobley able to throw it down. 15 for Mobley. Off the turnover, Harden picks it up. Fires up a 3, can't get it. The tip misses, and Deuce McBride brings it down. Merrill thought he got hit on the follow. And Merrill and Brunson just get tangled up. Merrill not happy with what he thought was a no call, as you can see.
Yeah, I mean, he plays basically a grounded offensive game. So if that's the case, you have to master this. The footwork, you use leverage, use defenders' momentum against them.
Under a minute to play, third quarter. Seven on the 24, Brunson and Harden. Brunson the drive, pull-up jumper, and the rebound goes to Harden. James Harden 2 for 8, 0 for 6 from 3. McBride with the steal. Merrill fouls Brunson. Or it appeared to be a foul. Brunson brings it into the front court. And he'll reset. Knicks went up 29 in the first half. Cavs came out in the third quarter, cut it to 16, had a little momentum. And now Knicks dominating again. Brunson tried to get inside to Robinson. Shot clock winding down, throws it up. And Robinson can't get it, gets his offensive rebound. And then lost it to Tyson. 10 seconds remaining. Bridges with the steal, but a foul. So 8.6 seconds remain. See the Knicks talking to Mark Davis. They thought there should have been a foul earlier. So Bridges will shoot free throws. Mikal Bridges, 13 more points, 5 assists. And a loud chant of "Let's go Knicks." There are several thousand Knicks fans that made the trek from New York to be here for what they hope would be a clincher. Well, WWE brings the chaos overseas with Clash in Italy. It all goes down Sunday at 2 Eastern, streaming exclusively on ESPN. Don't miss a moment. Watch it live on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan. Always wanted to do that.
And now you have.
Now you have, Mike.
Killed it.
Who's your favorite, Mike?
Why would you?
Oh. Mine is Rhea Ripley. She's my favorite.
That's my guy.
She is my favorite.
Took the words out of my mouth on that one, RJ. Mitchell on the drive. Goes inside. Lefty layup. Banks it home. And the foul. Mitchell now with 28 points.
Donovan Mitchell, his attack has been very consistent. And just dribbling that ball, that's very, very difficult to keep a defender on your hip, bring that ball up, and not even have it come together. He's played a solid game, but there hasn't been enough juice for his team. The points, the scoring, the efficiency's there, but the juice has not been there for the Cavs.
Mitchell was announced yesterday, All-NBA second team, third time All-NBA, but right now he could care less about that. He just wanted to get some wins. Able to get to his first conference final this year with some great playoff performances. But right now his team down 27 with just over a quarter to go. By the way, Jalen Brunson also NBA All-Second team. This is the second, mark the rebound. And the third quarter comes to an end. Another dominant performance from the Knicks, looking for their 11th straight playoff win. And they're now 1 quarter away from getting to the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years.
Hi, I'm Lilypad.
The age of toys is over.
Extinction, not again.
On June 19th, it's toys.
What are you, some sort of old man toy?
What? She thinks you're old because you're bald, Woody.
Versus tech.
She's getting away, boss.
So long, toys.
The battle is on.
It's Smarty Pants, hygiene instructor.
He'll wipe your... Disney and Pixar's Toy Story 5.
Clear?
Rated PG, June 19th. Glenn and Carla have been looking for a home for some time, but they're feeling a little boxed in. If only there was a better way... Oh?
Welcome back to Homes.com, Glenn.
Show me.
3-bedroom home.
Near a good elementary school.
2 bathrooms. One with a double vanity.
For what I really want
Dream big, Carla.
is to walk to Whole Foods.
Check out the 8 homes that match your criteria. Want me to order those by size?
Whoa. Homes AI. All you have to do is ask.
Welcome back. How can I help?
Only on Homes.com.
All new drinks are here, from crafted sodas to refreshers. Who knew ice cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all now at McDonald's.
You ever wondered if you deserve all this?
I had a good life once, too.
Why does Max actually hate you? Because he went to prison for a murder he didn't commit, right? Is there any way Max could know about what we did?
What did you do?
You deserve this.
We need to be ready.
You deserve this.
Time now for Impact Pairings delivered by Papa John's.
If you want to talk about a perfect team, how they've been built, how they've been constructed, the efficiency, the sacrifice, you can point to the New York Knicks.
Don't make that guy for an ultra?
Michelob Ultra. official beer sponsor of the FIFA.
Lost in the sauce.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Striker is on the move. He cuts inside. He's heading towards the box. He shoots.
When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Welcome back. Eastern Conference Finals presented by Duncan. Fourth quarter set to get underway here in Game 4. And the Knicks, after a slow start to that third period, hit 10 of their last 17 and outscored the Cavs by 8.
And still up pressuring. Full court. Trying to do everything they can to continue to take away the rhythm of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They were so determined to end it tonight. And Cavs came out strong opening minutes. As we said, the Knicks have responded every single time in these playoffs as Tyson goes inside. Mobley, shot clock winding down, turnaround jumper, can't get it. The rebound, Anunoby. Rebounding numbers 44 to 25, a plus 19 on the boards. Alvarado back in with McBride, Shamit, Anunoby and Towns.
And you can see this is why you go to zone. It kind of slows down the Knicks offense. They're kind of looking around, trying to get everybody located, and now it's late in the shot clock.
Anunoby going to have to put it up, falling away a three. Hits the rim, and Mitchell comes away with it. Mitchell using the screen nicely, finds Mobley. Mobley gets inside on Towns. Little fake, shot short. Towns had it stripped after he got the rebound. Towns with 14 rebounds tonight. One of the best rebounders in basketball. Thought about a three, drives on Allen, head down, gets inside, layup is good as he goes crashing to the floor.
Man, he is such a force because of his shooting ability. You have to close out like that, but he plays with such power downhill once he gets you on his hip.
Nice feet inside, and Allen with an easy dunk. Nope, he was out of bounds. Did not establish inbounds before.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns, he's already hit a couple out there where Jared Allen was late closing out. This time, Cat shows the ball and knows if he could just get a hit past him, it's going to be impossible to get him off his line.
But why wouldn't you close out and sit on his left hand? It's the game plan errors, it's effort errors.
Nice steal from Mitchell. Mitchell goes at Anunoby on a sidestep. Foul on Anunoby. And Mitchell will shoot free throws with just over 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth.
Well, again, on this, Karl Anthony Towns, it's good to pressure him. But if you pressure him, where does he go? He goes to his right hand. So you pressure him, sending him to his left. You're sending him to one of his primary weapons. So the pressure is great, but it's got to be intelligent pressure.
Towns, by the way, this is his third consecutive conference finals with 3 different head coaches.
Well, when you're starting with him as a head coach, it's a little easy.
Well, Chris Finch, of course, in Minnesota, then last year with Tom Thibodeau with the Knicks. And now here with Mike Brown and the Knicks, and this will be his first opportunity to get into the NBA Finals if the Knicks hold on.
Mike, the thing I love about him is regardless this year of whether his shots were up or down, there was questions all season about the productivity as a scorer sort of all over the place. The rebounding never changed. He did it every single night. That's a commitment and a sacrifice for your teammates.
Deuce McBride knocks down the three-pointer. 15-3 for the Knicks. And the lead is now up to 31. Mobley goes inside, and Jared Allen lays it up and in. This really is incredible what they're doing night in and night out. As Towns drives down a lane, scoop layup is good.
Go ahead, say it, Lance.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. It's that slow show, and he gets Mobley off his feet, and he's able to once again get to that right hand.
Alvarado called for a foul.
He's just so talented and so skilled, and this is the other part of his game. You know, and this is a lot easier than it should have been. You see Jared Allen just getting out of the way back there and giving him the easy layup. But that's all set up with his shooting ability.
Towns, Mike Brown has talked about, they set standards at day one of training camp. The number one standard was sacrifice, and Karl Anthony Towns has led the way in that department.
He has, and even when we met with Mike Brown earlier in the season, he said that, hey, we're trying to give a little bit more bit by bit, because 1 through 4 in their offense is similar, and then the 5 position is similar. So he was really just kind of bringing Karl Anthony Towns along, and the offense was where he made his sacrifice.
Mitchell crossover, and again, Mitchell, outstanding offensive game. 31 points in 31 minutes. 105-76, Knicks in complete control. They've been up by double figures since late in the first quarter. Largest lead, 31. McBride left open, sets, fires, and Anunoby offensive rebound, goes up, draws a foul, and he'll shoot 2. They are playing with such a force.
Well, this is a part of their game that was a big story for them all season. It's one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. It really hasn't been much of a factor in this series. It hasn't needed to, but tonight they've got 15 offensive rebounds in addition to the way they've shot the basketball.
OG Anunoby has been shooting the best of his career. As a reminder, Game 5, Western Conference Finals tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, NBC and Peacock. They're back in OKC, Spurs and Thunder. What a series that has been. Can't wait for Game 5. Mike Tirico, Reggie Miller, Jamal Crawford. Anunoby knocks down another. Anunoby made all-defensive second team, but it's his offense that has really skyrocketed this year. Knicks, by the way, kept saying he was robbed. He should have been on the first team. Shamet with the steal. Shamet feeds on Anunoby with the flush. And the Knicks just keep pouring it on. A 33-point lead, timeout Cleveland. And the Knicks fans celebrating.
Well, New York Knicks defensive pressure has been a huge story in this series. Once again, out on the run.
$6 meal deal. Get a medium hot or iced coffee, 6 crispy golden hash browns, and a delicious bacon, egg, and cheese. It's Dunkin's $6 meal deal. A deal for everyone.
Where are the hardest arenas to play? The altitude in Denver is no joke. Playing in Denver, you're like, New York, welcome to the pressure cooker.
Intersection of history, TD Garden in Boston.
Might be the loudest arena I've ever stepped foot in my entire life.
At Allstate, what's important to you is important to us.
Dad, I'm telling you, this squirrel just came out of nowhere.
And right now, what's important to Blake is not getting in trouble with his dad. The good news is if you have accident forgiveness from Allstate, your auto rate won't go up just because of an accident, even if it is your fault. Sorry, squirrel's fault. Because we all deserve a second chance. Right, Dad? If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate.
So, I ran some numbers. You guys might want to consider moving. Sing West? I doubt it.
These shall ease your grievous throat most readily.
Or maybe a saltwater gargle.
Sold. Congratulations, sir. That is a new record.
You realize a JPEG doesn't count as a financial plan, right?
Maybe. I mean, yes. No.
PNC Bank believes a little boring advice goes a long way.
Mom! Where's my gloves?
There's a new leader in safety. Mazda is the safest new car brand in America. She has absolutely no idea. but you do. And that makes all the difference. Mazda, more of what matters most to you.
If you have moderate to severe eczema, Dupixent can help you feel the heal. Some adults saw fast itch relief after first dose and long-lasting clearer skin at 1 year. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
The original. The first. A light beer brewed to taste like beer. There's nothing like it. Legendary taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time.
Another epic performance in a clinching game. First round against Atlanta. Destroyed the Hawks in Atlanta. Then destroyed the Sixers in Philadelphia. And now destroying the Cavs here in Cleveland.
Yeah, starters have been pulled. TOD 10:14 Eastern Standard Time. This series looks like it's over.
It's still 8 minutes to go. You just don't expect the playoff games to pull with 8 minutes to go. By the way, Jalen Brunson is not going to play a second in the fourth quarter. He hasn't played a fourth quarter in any of the clinching games that they've had. Shot clock at 7. McBride leaves in. Tough shot. Gets it to go. Everything going down for the Knicks.
Mike Brown's asking a foul to try and get some players out.
And there's the foul. It's going to bring in Mo Diawara. Ariel Porty. And Tyler Kolek will come in. Shamet's going to sit. Shamet, 16 more points. McBride, terrific performance. He had 11. The Knicks fans chanting. Porter, Proctor. There's a turnover. Here comes Kolek. Kolek's become the third string point guard. Left-handed, can't get it to go. Keon Ellis will bring it the other way. And a lot of the Cavs fans will head for the exits now. Tyson misses that, but the Knicks fans are certainly going to stay until the final buzzer. You think back right now, in terms of this series, what happened in game one changed everything. Knicks were down 22 with 7.5 to go at one of the great comebacks in NBA playoff history. And you wonder how much that took out of the Cleveland Cavaliers, who had obviously had 2 previous series that were so emotional, both physically and mentally, as a foul call. And right now, there's nobody happier in this crowd than Leon Rose, the Knicks president. And the job that he has done in New York, when he took over in March of 2020, the team was 18-42. The season ended, they were 21-45. They won 17 games the year before. He hired Tom Thibodeau, and they went 41-31 the first year. Then he acquired Brunson, acquired Hart, acquired Anunoby, acquired Karl Anthony Towns, acquired Mikal Bridges. He acquired all 5 starters. And they have now turned into a championship contender.
And more so than just acquiring starters, he acquired 5 winners. Guys that played basketball the right way. The NBA is a very confusing. You can get talent together, but if you don't put together multiple groups of players that are willing to sacrifice and play at a high level, you'll be treading water forever.
And it starts with Brunson. It starts with finding that guy that you can build everything around. You know, his leadership, but more importantly, his production and his consistency with which he does it, the way he plays in the biggest moments. Once you have that, now you can start to figure out how you want to build out your roster. And they've built a team that is complete, and they can beat you in a number of ways.
Jordan Clarkson, another pickup this year, has been great off the bench, had some great stretches in the regular season, some excellent playoff games. As we come up on the halfway point. And again, you see how another turnover, Donnier goes inside, he's fouled by Tomlin. You see the Knicks fans traveling all around to go to games. They're so hungry. They're so passionate. You have to understand what it means to be a Knicks fan. From 2002 to 2020, there were a lot of dark days. And in that time, 19 seasons, the Knicks won 7 total playoff games. 7 total games in 19 years. Since Jalen Brunson's arrival, they've won 33.
And it makes sense. You look at Jalen Brunson. They brought in Jalen Brunson coming off a conference finals in Dallas. He had proven that he wanted to be a part of a winner. And for me, when you put together that group, it's been impressive because it's been 20 years of the Knicks trying to put together this group.
He has been one of the all-time, in NBA history, clutch performers in the postseason.
And you wondered at the time when he came to New York, there was some talk, is that too much money for Jalen Brunson at that time? Now, the bargain of the century, whatever that guy's making for what he has done for this franchise.
Well, when he signed the $100 million deal, thoughts were that the Knicks overpaid. Golick out to Dadier. Nice move with the left hand. The interesting thing, at Jalen Brunson's introductory press conference, he said, "I'm not a savior in any way, shape, or form." There are a lot of fans in New York who will dispute that.
Every savior always says they're not a savior.
Tomlin banks it back home. Clarkson trying to draw a foul as Bryant gets the rebound. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this is going to be a very difficult, disappointing ending to what was a really strong season with some great playoff moments. And they just had nothing left after that collapse in Game 1. They had the great Game 7 win in Toronto, the great Game 5 and Game 7 wins in Detroit. First time in the conference finals in 8 years. But everything changed in Game 1 of the Garden. Donovan Mitchell, meanwhile, with a 31-point game. And again, do they run it back? Do they make big changes? Of course, they acquired Harden mid-season. They were hoping to go to the playoffs. They had ups and downs. Do they need that continuity? There's going to be a lot of decision-making for Kobe Altman.
And at the time, I think, RJ, you and I agreed, it was worth it to take the risk to trade for James Harden because of his ability to make plays for the other guys on this roster. It fit what he does as a playmaker. And you feel for these guys now, particularly Mitchell, getting to the conference finals. We talk so much about it, finally getting there. And to go out like this has got to be a difficult feeling for him.
Kohler quickly throws it up and puts it in. The fans chanting for the bench players. Kohler had some good moments. Timothy Chalamet and Kohler both look like they're so young as Diawara gets the rebound.
Well, Mike, compared to us, they are.
I'm glad you said us, because you didn't want to say
I didn't want to say us.
I'm just glad you didn't say you guys. That would have made me upset.
I'll save that bullet for next time.
Everybody knocking down threes. It's party time for the Knicks fans here in Cleveland. It's tough if you're a Cavs fan. And again, you think back of that great victory in Game 7. They blew out the Pistons as Thomas Bryant knocks down the three.
And the Cavs are one of the very unique teams this season because for them it was conference finals. It was championship or bust. They had the highest payroll. They added James Harden, and they hadn't been to an Eastern Conference Finals. So for them, you feel like there was a level of progression, but was it enough? Was it enough progression to say, hey, this is our team moving forward? To me, some of the other series that went to 7 were unnecessary. They didn't need to do that. They didn't have the right energy, the right focus. And then you get here against an elite team, and you see it kind of transpire in the worst type of way. So they do have a lot of questions, and they're going to have to find some answers.
And at the other end, the Knicks in the last 4 years, they've experienced some exhilarating playoff wins and some brutal, deflating losses. This is a really battle-tested group that have learned what it takes to win night in and night out in the NBA postseason. Is Kolek having a grand old time out there? Patrick Ewing, of course, on the Knicks final team in '94 that lost to the Rockets. He was on the roster, didn't play in '99, but was with the team when they lost to the Spurs.
And one thing we can agree on is Kolek lets it fly again. The trifecta he's going for. We can agree on this. Whoever comes out of the Western Conference, San Antonio or Oklahoma City, certainly a bigger challenge, more formidable test for this New York Knicks team, but they can't possibly be feeling any better about themselves as they go now, get ready for this layoff, and wait to see who they're going to play.
Oh, they're waiting for that to go to 7. Go 7, beat each other up, hit banged up, and the Knicks will be able to be rested and waiting.
We'll take a timeout. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left before the celebration will begin.
Pollen in your way?
Allergies on the hike. Great. Plus, the risk of brain fog. But we've got Allegra.
Allegra delivers fast, powerful allergy relief with no brain fog due to drowsiness. Try now Allegra. It's a no-brainer.
All new drinks are here, from crafted sodas to refreshers. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all now at McDonald's.
There's a serial killer on the loose.
We're on break, so you handle yours. I'll be right over here eating my pork rinds.
I'm gonna wipe that smile off your face. Who are you, John Wick?
Scary movie. Get tickets now.
The finest luxury fragrances are now exclusively available at your local store. Unstoppable's Unlimited Collection makes everything smell magnifique. Luxury laundry scent beads so you can smell unstoppable.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's so big the McDonald's McCrispy has nowhere to hide. Oh, never mind. It was hiding right there. Hey, little fella. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Aaron can coax a tulip from the ground weeks before anyone else. But selling one bucket at a time won't grow the business. So, Aaron asks Copilot in Microsoft Outlook if any opportunities have slipped through the cracks. Copilot finds an email from an old customer opening a new joint nearby. And Aaron sees her chance.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Aaron grows the flowers. Copilot helps find the opportunities.
This is Fresh Pet. This is Hank. And to make fresh, healthy food for Hank, we harvest fresh.
Ship it fresh.
And craft it into recipes that are vet-developed and protein-packed. Because your dog deserves fresh, healthy food just like you. Fresh Pet. Better food for your better half.
Popeye's wraps are back. That crunchy tender with pickles, lettuce, and cheese, all wrapped in our buttermilk tortilla and bursting with bold Louisiana flavor for just $3.99. Pick them up today.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
This is what everyone's talking about.
And the slam.
This is winner take all. It's all happening now on the home of the NBA Finals. Don't miss it. June 3rd on ABC and the ESPN app.
Time for tonight's Google search deep dive. Does the loud NBA home crowd actually affect an away team during the playoffs? Well, not tonight it did, although the loud crowd was mostly for the road team. Now, this was the last time the Knicks made the finals. They defeated, of course, the Larry Johnson famous 4-point play. They defeated the Pacers in 6 games. Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell. They were the 8th seed that year. Had that miracle finish in the first round against Miami. And then in the conference finals, defeated the Pacers. Jeff Van Gundy did a masterful job as head coach and went on to the NBA finals where they played the San Antonio Spurs and lost in 5 games. And a number of the old Knicks are there. If you want to dive deeper into this or any NBA playoffs topic, ask AI mode in Google search. Well, in that Knick team in '99, Rick Brunson played 10 seconds in the finals. He was the 3rd string point guard. He is now the assistant coach and father of Jalen Brunson, who was not yet 3 years old the last time the Knicks made the NBA finals.
We still got 2.5 minutes to go, Legs. What you got?
What's waiting on you? Is this that Phil you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, we were talking about Landry Shamet on a non-guarantee, and he's having one of the best playoffs from a player in his position, a player that has to come out and impact. He's earned himself some money.
Cordy throws it. Now this is their 6th consecutive road win, and every one of these road wins have been by double figures. The Knicks will go to 12-2 in the playoffs. The 2 losses, each by 1 point to the Hawks because of a C.J. McCollum shot.
You know what, Mike? The reason for that, defense and balanced travel. Those 2 things, because you go on the road, you're not relying on one guy that has to play great when you're getting it from everybody.
Dadier fires away. This is going to be the Knicks' 6th finals appearance. Of course, 3 times in the 70s against the Lakers. They won 2 of them in 70 and 73, lost in 72. Then the 94 and 99 teams. There's going to be a lot of celebration here tonight with the fans and certainly throughout New York. And they'll get a long break once again like they did between the semis and the conference finals.
I know a lot of conversation has been about whoever comes out of the West should be favored. I don't know if those people have been watching this Knicks team for the last 10, 11 games. Whoever they play, if they're able to hold on, whoever they play in the NBA Finals, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a matchup.
The Knicks, you can see the joy, but they also know the job is not done. They obviously wanted to get to the finals, but they keep talking about a championship as Kolek gets in there. Off-balance shot's good. How about Kolek? 8 points in 7 minutes off the bench. Knicks steamroll another opponent in a season that was filled with a lot of pressure. It was finals or bust. And they're headed to the NBA Finals. Again, the balance offensively, the tenacity on the defense. This is one of the great playoff runs in NBA history. Not just the fact that they've won so many games in a row, but how dominant they've been in so many of them. They'll take the shot clock violation. Now the Cavs will dribble it out. Jalen Brunson, we've said it over and over again, has changed the direction and the perception of the Knicks franchise. And Proctor will just dribble it out. Chance of let's go Knicks. It's over. Believe it, Knicks fans, for the first time in 27 years, the New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. The dream season continues, and hopes of ending a decades-long championship drought are very much alive. The mutual respect and the brotherhood you see at the end of these series is always so impressive.
It is, and that's why they always talk. You don't talk in between series. You want to make sure that that barrier is there. But once the series has been decided, you respect everyone as a competitor. You know their journey is similar to yours. And so I will tell you, there's a lot of times you've given teams jabs up and you said, hey, go win it. Go finish the journey. Right? You wish them the best as they move forward, and it's a very competitive moment.
And I know, Mike, you said they're not done yet. In their mind, they want to finish it off. But, man, when you got this much time, you can have a hell of a celebration while you're waiting for the finals to start.
11 consecutive victories, back-to-back sweeps. One of the most remarkable runs in NBA playoff history continues. The final score, 130-93. Lots more coming up with the trophy presentation. For our producer, Phil Dean, director Mike Schwab, Legs and RJ and Lisa, our entire ESPN crew, Mike Breen saying, stay tuned for the Eastern Conference Champion Trophy ceremony after the break. We'll get you to inside the NBA.
Welcome to Genesis.
So how did these strangers end up fast friends? They were plus ones to a high school reunion. Not fun. But then someone pulled out the BetMGM app. They bonded over betting stories and made a break for it. Make it a bet that turns into a bond. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
Howdy, Roadrunner. You're very fast.
Well, I drink Red Bull.
But you do realize...
Yes, Red Bull gives you wings, but, I'm scared of heights.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
I have a wealthy aura.
I have a wealthy aura.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
With Ally, you get your paycheck up to 2 days early. Because life today doesn't wait for someday. Or payday. Ally, do it right.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Homer, the homebody who only goes outside when nature calls. So Mom uses Chewy to get his flea and tick meds at a great price. Delivered fast, right to their door. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Recipe for a fun night? Spam musubi. With a side of friends. Sizzle, pork, and
We're almost back. Supposed to be at Pat's for tip-off.
You okay, OG?
I'd like to see you guys hike a mountain at my age. We're almost there.
Howdy, fellas.
Hey, Ted.
I got the game.
You got the game? Now, where's the rest of the team?
I get him.
Starks, you still on that hike? Alvarado's here.
I brought dip. Homemade.
Wish we had some snacks.
I know.
And I found these berries.
Oh, very poisonous. Yeah. When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T.
I forgot to check if my daughter took her medicine. Looks like I've got an alert. And she did. Nice. All right, here we go.
Simplified pharmacy benefits that put you in control of your health. It's why the NBA trusts its health to Evernorth Health Services. Hear Jalen's story at evernorth.com/Jalen.
This is Chungar, an AI agent. He's super helpful.
Thank you, Chungar.
Until he isn't.
Chungar, stop.
Which is why you need Rubric. Unleash agents. Rewind unwanted actions.
At Wingstop, it's all about flavor. Cooked fresh, made to order. Every bite hits different. And the ranch, you already know. Wingstop is here.
We welcome you back inside Studio J, where we will be recapping in just a bit on Inside the Knicks' 130-93 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, completing a clean sweep. And it has been an unbelievably historic run. 3 closeout games by 51, 30, and 37. The New York Knicks have earned their way into the NBA Finals. And now there's Eastern Conference hardware to hand out. We go to Sean Pebbles, the Cavs PA announcer.
Fans, now for the presentation of the 2026 NBA Eastern Conference Finals trophies. Please welcome ESPN's Lisa Salters.
Thank you. The Eastern Conference Championship Trophy is named after one of the greatest NBA players of all time, Bob Cousy. Here to present the Bob Cousy Trophy to the Eastern Conference champion New York Knicks are 2 Knicks legends, 2-time champion and Hall of Famer Walt Clyde Frazier, and Hall of Famer and Knicks all-time leading scorer Patrick Ewing. Jalen, come on over for me. went to the NBA Finals. You weren't even 3 years old. Your dad was on the team. Just tell me, what does it mean to you to be leading the franchise back to the NBA Finals?
I mean, it means a lot, but I mean, I wouldn't be here without my teammates. The belief they had in me, this coaching staff, this organization, this fan base. I mean, without them, none of this is possible.
Don't go too far away. I have a feeling I'm going to be talking to you more. But let me talk to your head coach, Mike Brown.
Mike.
Coach Brown. Mike, just what makes this Knicks team so special?
It's just the players that we've assembled, or Mr. Dolan and Leon had assembled. They're just great human beings, and they're obviously fantastic basketball players.
You had everyone on the team, everyone involved with the association, you had them sign an accountability contract at the very beginning of the season. How has this team lived up to the tenets of that contract?
In a lot of different ways. You know, people always ask me to compare the teams that I've been with to the finals, and the only way I knew how to do it, because they're different human beings, was to put some intangibles up there. Every single one of the guys on the team has sacrificed. Every single one of the guys on the team has a competitive spirit. Every single one of the guys on the team is connected. Every single one of the guys believe in each other and the process, and they all hold me and each other accountable. Just a heck of a group. Heck of a group.
Thank you, Mike. Congratulations to you. Now for that other trophy. The Eastern Conference Finals Most Valuable Player Trophy is aptly named after one of the greatest players in NBA history, Larry Bird. And to do the honors, let's welcome back Walt Clyde Frazier. Walt, where are you? And Patrick Ewing. Gentlemen. And the winner of the Larry Bird Trophy, the 2026 Eastern Conference Finals Most Valuable Player by unanimous decision, Jalen Brunson. Jalen, your teammates always talk about how you make them better. Just how have they helped you become this conference finals MVP?
They give me the confidence. They let me be me. I think most importantly, we all believe in each other from top to bottom. It's an honor to play with them, honestly.
What are you, Jalen, what are you most proud of about this group collectively?
Resilience. I think that we've been able to stay focused, stay composed. It starts at the top of the organization. It starts with Mr. Dolan, front office, coaches, all the way down to us. I mean, like I said, from top to bottom, it means something.
Congratulations to you, Jalen. Now I'm going to talk to some of your teammates. Kat, come on over, Kat. Come on, Kat. Come on, Kat. And I appreciate you always bending down to talk to me. But this is the third consecutive conference finals for you. Just what does it feel like to finally get over the hump?
Man, it's an honor to be able to do this back in a team that I grew up cheering for my whole entire life. So to have Patrick Ewing, Clyde, everybody here, to have the greatest fans in the NBA show up here on the road, and for them to give us this kind of love everywhere we go in the world, we couldn't have asked for a better feeling.
Now the message was clear from the beginning of the season for you guys that finals or bust.
Yeah.
You guys all said you were okay with that. Why was there no pressure involved with that?
Because we had different expectations for ourselves. We knew that our team was capable of doing this. So all we had to do was just put the work in, continue to believe in each other, continue to sacrifice, continue to believe in the man above will take care of the rest. And that's what we did, and that's why we're here right now with this trophy.
Thank you, Kat. Congratulations to you. I want to talk to Josh. Josh, come on over here. Josh, you and Jalen are very good friends, and he doesn't like to talk about himself. But I know you guys both go way back. Just what does his leadership mean to this team?
It's vital for us. He's even killed. He doesn't let us get too high, too low. Even games like this, we're up 15-20. He wants to make sure that, we're double down on our habits and, playing this game to win. So it's huge.
Words like selfless, we'll do whatever it takes. You hear that a lot in sports, but it's not always the reality. Just what makes this team different?
I think it's just the high character guys that we have. Everybody wants each other to be successful. Everybody's willing to sacrifice for the betterment of the team. And when you do that, man, that's the making of a great team.
You hear that? You're in the other team's building.
This is New York, man. And Sham, we got to give Sham a big shout out, man. He played huge these 4 games. Great defense. Huge shots, big shots, and everywhere we go is like the Garden. So, man, shout out to the fans.
Thank you, and congratulations to you, Josh. Congratulations once again to the 2026 Eastern Conference champions, the New York Knicks, and Conference Finals MVP, Jalen Brunson. Mike Breen, back to you.
First conference finals in 27 years. Now, next up, the Knicks hope to end the championship drought. They haven't won a title since 1973. In 53 years, they lost in 72, 94, 99. And can't forget, they also lost 3 finals back in the 50s in the early days of the NBA. But this team is certainly, as we said over and over again, in the midst of one of the great playoff runs. So look ahead, guys. Oklahoma City and San Antonio still to be determined, obviously. Knicks have shown that they can beat anybody right now.
No, I said it right at the end of the game. So much conversation has been about the Knicks OKC and San Antonio, the 2 juggernauts in the Western Conference. And they believe that the Eastern Conference has been good, but not as great. If you have not been watching this Knicks team, then you don't fully understand that they are not only capable of winning a championship, but they're also capable of doing it in spectacular fashion.
I think, Mike, the narrative was during the season, whoever wins the West, foregone conclusion, that's your champion. This team has changed the narrative now. We wanted to see who from the Eastern Conference could come together and be good enough on both ends of the floor that you could look at one of those 2 teams in the West and say, we have a team in the East that can match up with them. It's the New York Knicks.
Well, they were so fresh coming into this with the time off between the previous sweep against Philadelphia, and it looks like San Antonio and OKC might go the distance. There's certainly a possibility of that. They'll be fresh again next week.
They'll be fresh, and we saw it in that the first half of Game 1. They were a little rusty. They figured out, ultimately had that historic comeback to win. So they're going to be rested, and then it doesn't matter, 6, 7, whatever that series is. We see how physical it is in OKC and San Antonio. So those teams are going to be battled. They're going to be tested, but the Knicks are going to be rested.
And with a lot of their fans here in the building at Rocket Arena, the Knicks get their 2nd straight sweep and are back in the NBA Finals. Smiles, joy, and there'll be celebration tonight. Once again, for our wonderful ESPN crew, thanks once again for watching. We're going to send it to Atlanta and Ernie Johnson.
Straight wins by a total of 262 points. You believe in this?
Well, believing it, 100%. In terms of but I didn't think
an 11-game winning streak.
No, I didn't think that they could beat people that easily. No. Yeah. So I know, I did think they were the best team throughout the season, from top to bottom at times in the East. At times. At times, they showed that they could, compete with anyone in the Eastern Conference. So there you go again. But you don't think that at times you looked at them and said they could get to the NBA Finals? You didn't pick them. I have said at times the Knicks could get to the Finals. You didn't pick them. If you want to go through every interview I've ever done, I probably have said it.
We got it on the board.
No, and they said no. I
think I burned that up. No, it's still over there.
I'm happy for the Knicks. Yeah, I'm happy for Knicks fans.
Matt Jones, Spike Lee, Ali B, Tracy Morgan. You know, Knicks fans have been.
Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy
Al
Chalamet,
Patagonia.
They've been so
Ben
supportive
Stiller.
here. So
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
New York City, 5 boroughs. I'm happy
Mike,
for you
John,
guys.
Bill, the
Yeah, all
regular
them guys.
people. Let's talk to them. Those are
Former
the
players.
What's really
Larry Johnson, my favorite Knick. I'm happy for
They
you
ain't
guys.
just squeaking by. They just mauling people.
Yes, indeed. We'll break it all down when we come back.
Oh, where they going?
Drew inside the NBA.
Drew, they might have to go to Galveston, Drew. They quit us on it tonight.
No,
They can't go to Lake Cuyahoga. We send their ass to Galveston.
And they walking.
Yep.
Yap like you've never yapped before, with all new refreshers and crafted sodas. Now at McDonald's.
Football, yeah. Soccer, no. No, I like my Ultra.
Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Milo, I need to replace some recessed lighting.
First thing you'll need is a stepladder.
Or a 4-time MVP.
You putting up points like Asia Wilson.
Hey, just don't do my celebration.
Oh!
There it is.
Improving is easy at Lowe's.
All right, we'll get back to you.
Awesome.
Thanks, Ben. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Why did I say that? Goldfish have short memories. Be like goldfish.
Crushed it.
At Wingstop, it's all about flavor. Cooked fresh, made to order. Every bite hits different. And the ranch, you already know. Wingstop is here.
Don't worry, Shaq. The General gives you a break to keep you covered, whether it's on your car insurance
Or a break from your car acting up?
My leg! Come on without me.
Let me out of my misery.
He's just acting.
I see the light. Tell my children I love them.
Bumblebee. The General's got you covered.
I hope he runs out of gas soon.
For a great low rate, go with the General.
When everything on the IHOP value menu is just $6, you can go all out. Because eggs, bacon, and fluffy pancakes are just $6 every day. And OMG, there's a new BLT. And it comes with fries. Celebrate every day for just $6 with the IHOP value menu.
Mom, what's that?
Nothing. Just get in the car. Let's go. Come on.
Who did that?
Get in right now.
You painted or something? Hi, Mr. Cody.
Found a place. It's like the store just continues. I hear footsteps. Back rooms, rated R.
Don't make that guy for an Ultra?
Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
History built this city. Now a new story begins.
The first ever premium live event to be held in Italy. High stakes, high pressure. This is what we call must-see.
Stream Clash in Italy, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
celebration in Cleveland by the New York Knicks. Making a clean sweep in a decisive 130 to 93 Game 4, and they're heading to the final for the first time since '99. It's inside the NBA. It's presented by McDonald's. Ernie Johnson with Shaq, with Kenny, with Chuck, and with the Knicks heading to the final against either San Antonio or OKC. If you're just joining us, if you didn't have a chance to see how this game played out,
Everybody want to see the highlights. Knicks fans definitely want to see the highlights.
Without question.
There they go right there.
Celebs galore, and
in Cleveland.
this guy's a celebrity in his own right, Jalen Brunson. Kenny Atkins, this guy's down 3-0. Donovan Mitchell early, and Cleveland's out to the early 6-point lead.
And I kind of knew
They were up 6 points?
Yeah, they were.
I kind of knew he was going to come out smoking. You know, this guy right here, but this guy ain't do much.
Smoking. They lost by 40.
So many leak outs.
I said, come out. Come out.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on, man.
Ahead of the pack.
You got to get back. Who's back on defense? Nobody. Come on, man. Kenny's ridiculous, man. You can't get outrun.
Oh, Kenny.
Yes.
Music, please.
And he got fouled.
We can't. No, we're not going to do that.
This is a foul. This is a foul. Come on, man. Ref, you just giving them mercy. Mercy.
Brunson pulling up and knocking down a three. You know who else can hit that? Deuce McBride can hit that.
You know, Ernie, we always talking about putting your foot on your opponent's neck, and the Knicks definitely did that tonight.
That may have needed the music on that one right there, but
it's all right. Hey, put your foot on your shakes when you're trying to close out games.
I don't know if they put their foot on their neck. They damn sure put it up their ass.
Probably an unnecessary comment by the Chuck.
Wait,
I would have to agree with you, Chuck.
They just put it up for three.
I don't know, but there's Cat.
Come on, man. The great John Starks.
It was 50-26 at that point.
In fairness to Coach Axon, analytically, he only lost by 12.
Stop it.
Wait, I'm just telling you.
Stop it.
You're on fire tonight. I am on fire. What is this, the Cleveland roast? I know, brother.
68-49 at the half.
You know what time we get off now, Kenny?
You know what?
Come back to
Hey, and Cleveland pulled within 16 in the third.
Yeah, that's never a good thing. We closed
WFD, Ernie. WFD, Ernie.
I know. We got it down to 16, guys.
And then came a 12-0 run. The people who
York's on fire right now.
They're loving it at the watch party.
Oh, give me that.
And now it's 107-76.
Man, we get a week off, y'all. Over a week. You know what's crazy? The New York City is one of the most famous cities with a million things to do. They had a watch party. You know, like that's when you know that this is out of control. There you go, right there.
Analytical Eastern.
Good job, pro football talk.
That was funny right there.
103. 130 to 93.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And
if they had 103, they still would have won by 2. Double digits.
130 points are the most scored without a 20-point score in any game in NBA playoff history.
That's great.
Cavs are swept. Here's Kenny Atkins.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I mean, disappointed for the group. You know, listen, from a coaching standpoint, you know, normally you think, man, I wish we had this, player-wise roster. I wish we had this. We didn't have this. I can't say that. Ownership and front office gifted us with a wonderful roster, talented roster. So I feel bad. I feel bad for the group. Because you want to fulfill, your expectations first of all. So, that's disappointing. I'll turn it positive though. We took a step. This is kind of how this works. You have to keep climbing. We are going in, obviously a positive direction. Fell short. There's no bigger motivator, right, to get to the next level. I think of this all season and development, how we got the sacrifice we're going to need to make to get to the next level. But I'm proud of this group in terms of how they fought through adversity. 1-2 game sevens. We took a step. I think we took a step mentally, from a mental toughness point of view. I'm going to kind of lean on that. And again, we don't know. There's another 2 steps really you got to take if that's the ultimate goal.
There's obviously a lot of stuff.
Longest win streaks in a postseason. So the Knicks standing on 11. 17 Warriors won 15 in a row, and a good harbinger of things to come for the most part is winning an NBA title. We will see if that plays out for this 2026 version of the New York Knicks. And you talk about, look, they've had 3 opportunities to close out, each of them on the road, and they have gotten it done. No team has ever done that by at least 30 points in all of those closeouts. In fact, nobody had ever done it by 20 in 3 closeouts. And so
that's impressive. Give the Knicks their flowers, man. That's impressive. On the road, even more impressive. You know, Ernie, Coach Atkinson said that they took a step.
Mm-hmm.
They took a step in terms of what it looks like on paper, meaning they got to the conference finals where the last years they did not. However, they also took a step backwards because they also it showed what you're vulnerable to everyone else in the Eastern Conference. The way the Knicks beat them, they shown how vulnerable they are. The one thing that the Cavaliers are going to have to do, it's not all about personnel. Yes, James will get older, and there's some other players that you have to think about, but they have to change their offensive strategy and philosophy. They have to include the 2 guys in the interior more and figure out a way to conclude them more. Because when the game slows down, being a ball-dominant 6-second dribbler is not productive. And that's why the Knicks lost last year, because Brunson had to do the 6 seconds or more dribbling. And then this year they said, no, we're going to add people to our bench, and we're going to have more ball movement and more body movement, and we're going to be tougher to guard. So what happens today? You have the first time where you had, 130 points and no 20-point scorer.
Yeah.
Because you have spread the wealth. That is exactly what the Cleveland Cavaliers have to do if they want to move forward, because they took a step forward in the thing, but they went a step backwards in terms of being vulnerable.
We are waiting for Landry Shamet to join us to talk about this team that is going to the NBA Finals, and he is ready to go, we are told. So let's talk to Landry Shamet about the Knicks and their victory tonight, completing another sweep. And for Landry, look, 11 out of 12 from 3-point range in this series, 92%. Nobody's ever shot a percentage like that in a playoff series. So congratulations on that. And on going to the NBA Finals, man. Tell me what's going through your mind right now.
Oh man, it's crazy. My first finals, and obviously it's super exciting and feels good. And we want to obviously enjoy this, but at the same time, same breath, like. We got a larger goal here, and so definitely going to enjoy it the next day or two, and start locking in for what's to come. We got 4 more wins to try to go get, and we know it's going to be even harder. So really proud of this group, and kind of what we've fought through all year, and being in this position now with this team, it's pretty special.
Landry, great series. I played with some great shooters, Big Shot Bob, Brian Shaw, Rick Fox, and I used to go to them on nights of closeout games and say, I'm coming to you, be ready. Did Brunson and Cat come to you, and did anybody on the team come to you and tell you to be ready? Because you're more than ready, my brother. You're playing great.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Honestly, I think one of the beautiful things about this group is our approach, regardless, is pretty steady. There was no, make it special, Landry, we're going to play through you tonight or anything, or anyone. Our whole thing, when we're at our best, we, stick to our principles, play within ourselves, play fast, and rely on each other. And the beautiful thing of this group is it could be a different guy every night. Josh Hart had a great shooting night this series. When they're sagging off of him, he made a bunch of shots. It could be Deuce, could be anybody off the bench, Jose, doesn't matter. It's the next man up, and truly like a collective effort.
Number one, young man, congratulations. And me, Kitty, and Shaq and Ernie have had the experience of being in New York when the Knicks are doing good. Can you explain to people, like, number one, how in the hell y'all be making all that racket on the roads? And how crazy it is being in the Garden or just walking around New York right now?
Y'all know, Knicks fans are a specific species of human that should be studied. It's special, man. They're crazy. They're crazy. They fly out to Cleveland on a Monday. They're everywhere. They take over arenas. Everywhere you walk in the city, that's what you hear. The buzz is unbelievable. There's really, you could try to explain what's going on in New York right now for Knicks fans, but I mean, good luck. Like, it's different. Knicks fans are different, man.
Congratulations, Landry. I think the other thing that you went 11 for 12 from 3, and that's going to be, go down in history as, one of the great series. But I thought really your defensive effort on Donovan Mitchell in game 1, when you guys were down, was just as vital, if not even more, because he was really having his way, and defensively guarding the best player, you get that assignment as well sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, he's a hell of a player, and, I've said it before, we have a tremendous luxury on this team of having multiple primary defenders that we could give guys different looks, because as you guys know, these are the best players in the league and really good offensive players that teams play through. If you give them the same look over and over all game, they're going to figure it out and pick you apart. And so we have the luxury where we have, 4 or 5 guys really, perimeter defenders that we could stick on the ball and say, you got him. When we find something that works, we'll stick with it, but we have the ability to go to different things and give them different looks, and I think that's a huge strength of our team.
Last question so you can go celebrate. You guys are going to have about 7 to 10 days off. Did Coach mention to you guys about being careful and about being smart?
Yeah, he's been huge on, with that. As we had it the last series, we swept the Sixers and we had like 9, 10. That was crazy. That was a long stretch, longer than the All-Star break. So, but one of the things he was talking about was, the fighting human nature of getting comfortable. And also, as you guys know, you can't recreate, playoff atmosphere in practice. You just can't. The intensity, all of it. It's hard to recreate. So we've got to find ways mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually to, keep our spirit where it needs to be, even with time off, taking practices seriously and being intense, going at each other a little bit. So we'll have a good week and be ready to go.
Landry, this is, I promise, the last thing. But I am curious.
Y'all are good, man.
Because this is just like the last series. You're going to have 8 nights off before you play again. And you don't know who you're going to play yet. So how does that work out as you're preparing? Is it, okay, we'll prepare for OKC on this day and then San Antonio? How do you break that up?
Yeah. I mean, this series we waited all that time and really had one day to prep for Cleveland. But you drip feed some stuff in throughout the week, watch some film on both teams. We got a lot of time, so guys will be locking into film and watching the games, obviously. But we'll walk through and go through both teams' stuff throughout the week, and then ultimately, whenever you figure out who you got, then full steam ahead on that group. So. It worked out last series where we waited all that time to have really one day to prep for Cleveland fully. Obviously you can't control that, and we know that. So we'll see how this series goes over there with 2 really good teams, and we'll do control what we can control on this end to be ready to go game 1.
The man missed 1 3-pointer in 12 tries in the series. As I like to say, if you shook his hand right now, you get a 3rd-degree burn. Landry Shamet joining us here on Inside the NBA. Nice going. We'll see you in the
Congratulations,
finals,
brother.
Appreciate you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Got it. It's our pleasure.
Great feeling, man.
I was going to mess with him a little bit.
What?
I was going to say, hey, you want to make a prediction y'all going to sweep the finals?
you know what, Ernie, and I Shaq and Chuck, the first time you made the finals, that when you win the West, for us who win in the West, being on teams that win the West and you on the East, that feeling of you smiling. You see, I know that's that feeling. That feeling is indescribable.
No, but hold on. It's a more dangerous feeling if you got 9 or 10 days, because we had 10 days off. So we had a parade at Disney. We was doing this. They gave us 4 days off. It was.
No wonder we got it.
Yeah.
You had a parade?
Yes.
Y'all had a parade at Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, no, y'all wild out. Y'all was wild out.
Yeah,
but no, that feeling,
parade,
man, I started thinking about all the people that, you're like, man, we put in a lot of work to get here and all the people that helped you get there. And you start thinking about all your teammates that well, at least for us, we had at some point there was, other than Akeem, there was like, if that guy didn't play like this, we don't win. If that guy didn't play like that, we don't win. And so it was such a great feeling for that.
Thunder won both meetings over the Knicks this year. In fact, the Knicks have lost 8 in a row at home against the Thunder.
You know, I
and
think
San Antonio was 1-1.
I think those stats right there, they always said that regular season stuff is useless. This is not the regular season New York Knicks right now. This team is just, they on fire right now. They're playing with tremendous confidence. Whoever they play in the finals is going to have their hands full.
It'll be a new experience for most of that New York team. Mikal Bridges has been to the finals with Phoenix in 21. Jordan Clarkson to the finals in 18 with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Charles Chusky, both New York.
And Chris, I was actually thinking about it. It's going to be street meat against churros or steaks in Oklahoma City.
There you go.
I got 3 good choices.
It's going to be well fed.
It's going to be steaks or churros.
Jalen Brunson.
Well earned and well deserved.
MVP trophy. Getting ready to go to the finals. Congratulations to the New York Knicks.
I heard that shit.